Choosing the right breed. I'm thinking of getting a dog, but I'm overwhelmed by all the different breeds. Any advice?
Definitely. Consider your lifestyle. Are you active or more of a homebody?
Pretty active. I like hiking and running.
Then maybe a border collie or a Labrador would be a good fit. They need lots of exercise.
Good point. I hadn't thought about matching energy levels.
Also, think about grooming needs and potential health issues common to certain breeds.
Wow, there's a lot to consider. Thanks for the tips. Dealing with pet allergies.
I love cats, but I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to them. It's so frustrating.
That's a bummer. Have you tried allergy medication?
Yeah, it helps a little, but I still get itchy eyes and a runny nose.
Some people find air purifiers helpful. Also, regular vacuuming can reduce allergens.
I've heard about special cat breeds that are supposed to be hypoallergenic. Are they really?
They produce less of the FeL-D1 protein, which causes allergies, but no breed is truly 100% hypoallergenic.
That's good to know. I'll have to do some more research.
Definitely spend time with the breed before committing.
Exotic pets pros and cons.
I've always been fascinated by exotic pets like snakes or lizards. What do you think about owning one?
They can be interesting, but they require specialized care and knowledge.
I'm aware of that. I do my research beforehand.
Consider the ethical implications too. Are they sourced responsibly, and can you provide a suitable habitat?
That's a really important point. I wouldn't want to contribute to illegal wildlife trade.
Also, some exotic pets can be dangerous or carry diseases that can be transmitted to humans.
Okay, that's definitely something to think about. Maybe I'll stick to cats and dogs for now.
Pet adoption versus buying.
I'm looking to get a pet. Do you think I should adopt from a shelter or buy from a breeder?
Adopting is a great option. You're giving a home to an animal in need.
That's what I'm leaning towards, but I worry about not knowing the animal's history.
Shelters often do temperament tests and can tell you a lot about the animal's personality.
True. Buying from a breeder guarantees a specific breed, but it can be expensive.
And adopting helps reduce the number of animals in shelters, which is a huge problem.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll start looking at shelters in my area.
Pet loss and grief. My dog passed away last week. I'm completely heartbroken.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a pet is incredibly painful.
It feels like I've lost a member of my family.
They are family. Don't feel ashamed of grieving. It's a perfectly normal reaction.
It's just so quiet and empty without him.
Allow yourself time to heal. Talk about your dog, look at photos, and remember the good times.
Thank you. It helps to know that others understand.
Responsible pet ownership.
I saw someone let their dog run off leash in the park today. It made me so angry.
That's irresponsible. Responsible pet ownership is crucial for everyone's safety and well-being.
What do you think are the most important aspects of responsible pet ownership?
Providing proper food, shelter, and veterinary care is essential, of course.
Definitely. What about training and socialization?
Absolutely vital. A well-trained and socialized pet is less likely to cause problems or be a danger to others.
And cleaning up after your pet, of course.
Of course, it's about being considerate of others and respecting the environment.
The benefits of pet ownership.
I've been feeling a bit lonely lately. Do you think getting a pet would help?
Absolutely. Pets can provide companionship, reduce stress, and even improve your physical health.
Really? How so?
Walking a dog gets you outside and active, and studies show that petting animals can lower blood pressure.
That's amazing. I didn't realize there were so many benefits.
They also offer unconditional love and support, which can be a huge boost to your mental well-being.
Okay, I am definitely more convinced now. Thanks.
The cost of pet ownership. I'm thinking about getting a dog, but I'm worried about the cost.
It can definitely add up. Food, vet bills, toys, it's a commitment.
How much do you think it costs per month on average?
Depends on the size of the dog and their health needs. Could be anywhere from $50 to $200 or more.
Wow, that's more than I thought. What about unexpected vet bills?
Pet insurance can help with that. It's worth considering, especially for breeds prone to certain conditions.
Okay, I'll definitely factor that into my budget. Thanks for the heads up. The ethics of zoos. What's your opinion on zoos? I'm torn. On one hand, they help with conservation, but on the other, animals are kept in captivity.
It's a complex issue. Modern zoos often focus on animal welfare and education.
But is it really ethical to confine animals, even if they're well cared for?
Some zoos participate in breeding programs for endangered species, which is crucial for their survival.
That's a good point, but I still worry about the quality of life for the animals.
I agree that standards need to be high. Zoos should prioritize enrichment and natural habitats.
It seems like there's a wide range of zoo quality. Some are clearly better than others.
Training challenges.
I'm having a really hard time training my puppy. He just won't listen.
Puppy training can be tough. Have you tried positive reinforcement?
I've tried treats, but he just gets distracted.
Try using high-value treats, like small pieces of cheese or chicken. Also keep training sessions short and frequent.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'm overwhelming him with too much at once.
Consistency is key. And don't be afraid to seek help from a professional dog trainer.
I might have to consider that. Thanks for the advice.
Animal communication attempts.
I swear my dog understands more than he lets on.
I think they all do. I often talk to my hamster as if he's listening.
I try to figure out what his barks mean. Is it, I'm hungry, or the mailman is here?
I've read that different barks can mean different things. Have you looked it up?
I have. It's not an exact science, but it helps. Sometimes it's just, I want attention.
Ah, the universal pet language. My hamster just stares blankly. Hard to interpret that.
Maybe he's contemplating the mysteries of the universe? Animal-inspired interior design.
I'm thinking of redecorating and want to incorporate some animal themes.
Oh, that sounds fun. What kind of animals are you thinking of?
Maybe some subtle bird prints or a rug with a paw print pattern.
That's a nice touch. I've seen some really cool wallpaper with jungle animals.
Ooh, that could be a bit too much for me. I prefer something more understated.
Maybe some cushions with animal embroidery? Or a lamp with a bird-shaped base?
Those are great ideas. Thanks for the inspiration.
Pet-related home modifications.
We're thinking of getting a dog, but I'm worried about the house.
Yeah, you definitely need to think about dog-proofing. What's your biggest concern?
The furniture and the garden. I don't want it completely destroyed.
We put up a small fence around our flower beds. Worked wonders. Also, chew toys are a must.
Good point about the fence. I was also considering a dog-friendly sofa cover.
Definitely invest in one, and maybe a raised dog bed to keep them off the sofa a bit.
Great tips, thanks. I feel a little more prepared now.
No problem. Enjoy the puppy chaos.
Pet-related misunderstandings.
My neighbor thought my cat was a wild animal and called animal control.
Oh no, was it because of the coloring?
Yeah, she's a tabby with really striking markings, and she's quite vocal.
I can see how that could happen. I once mistook a squirrel for a rat.
Haha, easily done. The officer was very understanding, thankfully.
Glad it all worked out. These misunderstandings can be quite funny in retrospect.
Definitely a story I'll be telling for years to come. Pets and their obsessions.
My rabbit is absolutely obsessed with cardboard boxes. It's ridiculous.
Is that all he does? My cat is obsessed with chasing laser pointers.
He chews them, hides in them, and even sleeps in them. It's a full-blown love affair.
That sounds adorable. I have to be careful with the laser pointer, or she'll scratch the walls.
Maybe try redirecting her with a feather toy, or another obsession might take over.
I've tried, but nothing compares to the red dot. It's her nemesis.
Well, at least it keeps her entertained.
Pets as social catalysts.
Taking my dog to the park is the best way to meet new people.
I can imagine. Dogs are great conversation starters.
Totally. I've met so many people just by chatting about our dogs.
I don't have a dog, but I always end up talking to people who do.
It's like a secret club. Dog people understand each other.
It's true. They seem more approachable and friendly.
Plus, dogs are just cute. Who can resist saying hello?
Pets' reactions to music.
My dog howls along to opera. It's the strangest thing.
Seriously? That's hilarious. My cat just sleeps through anything.
Yeah, it's only certain high notes. I think he thinks he's singing.
Maybe he's got a hidden talent. Have you tried playing different genres?
I have. He seems indifferent to everything else, except opera. He's a connoisseur.
That's amazing. I wonder if there's a scientific reason for it.
I should look it up. Maybe he's got perfect pitch.
The most bizarre pet toy. My friend bought her cat a pickle-shaped toy. A pickle.
That's specific. What does the cat think of it?
Hates it. Absolutely terrified. Runs away whenever it sees it.
Ha ha! My dog has a plush skunk. It's missing an eye and smells faintly of him.
Aw, that's sweet. In a slightly gross way. At least he loves it.
Yeah, it's his favorite. He takes it everywhere, even tries to bury it in the sofa.
Animals are weird, but that's why we love them.
The most unlikely animal friendship?
Have you ever seen a dog and a duck become best friends?
No way. That sounds like something out of a cartoon.
I saw a video online. They were inseparable. The dog protected the duck.
That's incredible. I saw a cat cuddling with a hamster once. Very unexpected.
Animals are full of surprises. They don't seem to care about species.
It's like they have their own rules about friendship. It's quite heartwarming.
It makes you wonder why humans can't be more like that sometimes.
Unexpected pet talents. You won't believe what my cat Whiskers can do now.
Oh, really? What's he learned? Fetching?
Better! He opens the treat cupboard. I caught him Red Pod yesterday.
Wow, that's impressive and slightly concerning. Does he share?
Only with himself, I'm afraid. I had to child-proof the cupboard now.
My dog just drools when I open the fridge. No hidden talents there.
Maybe he's a master of silent begging?
Animal first impressions.
My friend's dog barked at me nonstop when I first met him. Now he loves me.
Animals are so funny like that. My cat hated my partner at first sight.
Did he ever warm up to him?
Eventually, but it took months. Now they're best buds.
I wonder what goes through their minds when they first meet someone.
Probably just assessing the threat level. Or maybe they're just judging our fashion choices.
Haha, that's probably it. My fashion sense isn't always the best.
Animal sounds confusion. I keep hearing this strange noise outside. I think it's an animal, but I can't figure out what kind.
Can you describe the sound?
It's kind of a high-pitched squeak, but also a little raspy.
Could be a bat? Or maybe a young raccoon?
A bat? I didn't even think of that. I'll have to investigate.
Be careful. If it's a raccoon, they can be aggressive.
Thanks for the warning. I'll proceed with caution. Aquarium adventures.
I'm thinking of setting up a small aquarium. Any tips?
Definitely do your research. Cycling the tank is crucial before adding fish.
Cycling? What's that?
It's establishing the beneficial bacteria that break down waste. Otherwise, your fish will die.
Oh, wow. Good to know. What kind of fish are easiest for beginners?
Guppies and neon tetras are pretty hardy. Just don't overcrowd the tank.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Enjoy your underwater adventure.
Dog park dynamics.
Have you been to the new dog park on Elm Street?
No, I haven't. How is it?
It's pretty good. Lots of space. But it's always a bit of a social experiment, isn't it?
Definitely. You always get a few dogs that are a little too enthusiastic.
Exactly. I saw one chasing squirrels up trees the other day. Quite a sight.
Haha, I worry about the smaller dogs getting overwhelmed.
Me too. They have a separate area for small dogs, thankfully. Is your dog well behaved around others?
Mostly. He gets a little excited around food, though.
Pet bed preferences.
I bought my dog a super comfy, expensive bed, and he still prefers to sleep on the floor.
Haha, they're so stubborn. My cat ignores her cat tree and sleeps on my keyboard.
It's like they intentionally want to make us feel like we wasted our money.
Maybe it's a comfort thing. The floor is cooler, the keyboard smells like you.
That's a good point. Maybe I should put one of my old shirts in his bed.
Worth a try, or maybe just accept that he's a floor-sleeping kind of dog.
Yeah, you're probably right. I just want him to be comfortable.
The Great Escape Artists.
My cat Houdini escaped again last night. I found him on the roof.
Seriously, how does he even get up there?
I have no idea. He's a ninja. I think he uses the trellis.
You need to put up a barrier. My dog used to dig under the fence constantly.
I've tried everything. Higher fences, deterrent sprays.
Have you tried burying chicken wire along the bottom of the fence?
That's a good idea. I might have to resort to that.
It worked for us. Good luck catching Houdini.
The Pet Sitting Dilemma.
I'm going on vacation next month and I'm dreading finding someone to pet sit.
I know it's always a struggle. Do you have any friends or family who could do it?
My sister usually does, but she's busy this time. I'm worried about leaving him with a stranger.
Have you looked into professional pet sitting services? They often have good reviews.
I have, but they're so expensive. It's almost cheaper to take him with me.
Maybe you could find a local student who's looking for some extra cash?
That's a good idea. I'll put out a feeler on social media. Thanks.
The picky eater pet.
My dog is the pickiest eater ever. I've tried so many different foods.
I know the feeling. My cat only likes one specific brand of wet food.
It's so frustrating. I feel like I'm wasting so much money.
Have you tried mixing in a little bit of human food, like plain chicken or rice?
I have, but he usually just picks around it. He's so clever.
Maybe try warming the food up a little? Sometimes that makes it more appealing.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a shot. Thanks.
The singing bird.
My neighbor's bird sings all day long. It's quite loud.
Is it a nice song, or is it more of a screech?
It's repetitive, but I guess it's not unpleasant.
Maybe you could leave a little treat outside for the bird. A peace offering?
That's a funny idea. I might try that.
Hey, it's worth a shot. Or maybe earplugs.
Haha, true. I'm mostly just amused by it. It's like my own personal alarm clock.
Unexpected animal guests.
We had a raccoon break into our shed last week. Oh no, did it cause much damage? Just a bit of a mess. It was after the birdseed, I think. We get squirrels trying to get into our attic all the time. It's amazing how persistent they are, isn't it? Absolutely. We had to get a professional to seal up all the holes. Maybe I should look into that. I don't want a repeat performance from the raccoon.
Dog Park Romances, Human Edition.
Did you see Sarah from accounting at the dog park yesterday? I think she was flirting with David from IT.
No way, with his scruffy terrier, Barnaby. That's hilarious.
Barnaby's a charmer. Maybe he's the real matchmaker. Their dogs were definitely hitting it off.
Well, I guess dog parks are the new singles bars. Less pressure, more fur.
Exactly. I saw him giving her a treat for her golden retriever. Smooth move.
Maybe I should start bringing my dog more often. Anything to escape online dating.
Definitely worth a shot. Just watch out for the overly enthusiastic Labradors. They can be a bit much. Fish tank mishaps.
I had a small disaster with my fish tank last night.
Oh no, what happened?
I was cleaning it, and I accidentally knocked over the whole thing. Water everywhere.
Oh man, were the fish okay?
Surprisingly, yes. I managed to scoop them all up and put them in a bucket. But my carpet is ruined.
That's rough. At least the fish are safe. Maybe invest in a smaller, more stable tank.
Definitely a good idea. And maybe a wet vac.
Parrot imitations gone wrong.
My parrot, Percy, is starting to pick up some interesting phrases.
Oh yeah? What kind of stuff?
Well, he started mimicking my ringtone, but only when I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
That's inconvenient. Anything else?
He also learned to imitate the sound of our smoke alarm. Scared the living daylights out of us the other night.
Oh man, that's awful. You need to teach him some more useful phrases like hello or I love you.
I've tried. He just squawks back the smoke alarm sound. I think he's mocking me. Sudden fear of stairs.
My dog has suddenly developed a fear of stairs. It's so strange. Really? Has anything happened to him recently? Maybe he slipped? Not that I know of. He was fine one day, and the next, he refuses to go near them. I have to carry him up and down. That's odd. Maybe he's experiencing some pain you can't see. Has he seen a vet? Not yet, but I'm going to make an appointment. I'm worried it could be something serious. Good idea. It's always best to be safe. Hopefully it's just a temporary phase. I hope so too. My back can't take much more of this.
The Case of the Missing Hamster.
Oh my God, I can't find Hammy. He's gone from his cage.
Hammy escaped? Again? How does he keep doing that?
I don't know. I swear I locked the cage this time. I think he's a tiny Houdini.
Check behind the refrigerator. That's where we found him last time, hoarding sunflower seeds.
Good idea. I'm so worried he'll get hurt. Or worse, the cat will find him.
Alright, let's split up and search. I'll take the living room, you check the kitchen.
Okay, deal. Thanks for helping. I owe you one, or maybe a lifetime supply of sunflower seeds.
The Case of the Missing Squeaky Toy.
Have you seen Mr. Squeaky? Buster's favorite toy?
No, I haven't. He usually carries it around everywhere.
I know. It's gone. Vanished without a trace. I've looked everywhere.
Did you check under the couch?
Of course. And under the bed, behind the curtains, even in the laundry basket.
That's a mystery. Maybe he buried it in the backyard?
I'll check, but he's never done that before. This is like a dog toy CSI episode.
The Night the Dog Ate My Homework.
You will not believe why I didn't turn in my assignment. Let me guess. You forgot? No. My dog ate it. Seriously, he ate my entire history essay. Your dog ate your homework? That's the oldest excuse in the book. I know, but it's true. I left it on the coffee table for 5 minutes, and when I came back, it was gone, replaced by a guilty-looking golden retriever. Did you at least take a picture for proof? Of course, I even have video of him trying to burp up the thesis statement. I'm doomed.
The Picky Parrot's Diet. My parrot is the pickiest eater I've ever encountered.
Oh yeah? What does he refuse to eat?
Everything. He only wants sunflower seeds, and the vet says it's terrible for him.
Have you tried disguising other foods, like hiding them in the sunflower seeds?
I've tried everything. Pureed fruits, vegetables, even that fancy parrot food. He just throws it all on the floor.
Wow, that's dedication. Maybe you need to try a different approach. Make eating the good stuff fun somehow.
I'm open to suggestions. Maybe I should start singing to him while I feed him broccoli?
The squirrel conspiracy.
I'm convinced the squirrels in my backyard are plotting something.
Plotting? What makes you say that?
They're getting bolder. One of them actually stared me down while I was grilling burgers yesterday.
Maybe he just wanted a burger.
No, it was more than that. It was a calculating stare, like he was assessing my weaknesses.
Okay, now you're being paranoid. They're just squirrels.
Just wait, you'll see. They'll take over the world one nut at a time.
Unexpected pet friendships.
You won't believe this, but my cat Mittens is best friends with a crow.
A crow? Seriously?
Yeah! It started with her leaving food out for it, and now they hang out in the backyard all the time.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Do they talk?
I don't know, but they definitely communicate. Mittens even shares her favorite napping spot with the crow.
I guess opposites really do attract. My dog just chases squirrels.
Maybe Mittens is trying to teach the crow some cat-like skills. A murder of cats, perhaps?
Animal food obsessions.
My dog is obsessed with broccoli. I don't understand it.
Broccoli? That's so random. My cat goes crazy for olives.
Olives? That's even weirder. Did they even taste anything to them?
I have no idea. But she'll steal them right off my plate if I'm not careful.
My dog will sit and stare at the fridge if I'm preparing broccoli. It's intense.
They're so funny. Animals are just so weird sometimes.
Definitely. It makes them even more lovable, though.
Animal resemblance to owners.
Do you ever think pets start to look like their owners? It's a funny thought, but I've definitely seen it happen. Maybe it's their expressions. Yeah, or even their posture. My friend's dog slouches just like he does. That's hilarious. My cat has adopted my habit of napping in sunbeams. See? It's a real thing. Maybe we subconsciously choose pets that resemble us. Or maybe they just pick up our habits. Either way, it's entertaining.
Animals with imaginary friends.
I swear my cat has an imaginary friend. He stares at empty corners and hisses. That's so strange. Maybe he sees something we can't, like spirits or something. I hope not, but he definitely reacts to something that isn't there. My dog used to bark at the same spot in the backyard every night. It was creepy. Maybe they're just dreaming with their eyes open. That's what I tell myself. That's a good way to think about it. Less spooky that way. Exactly. Let's stick with the dreaming explanation.
Pet-inspired art projects.
I'm thinking of painting a portrait of my hamster. He's surprisingly photogenic.
That's a great idea. I've been wanting to try sculpting my dog in clay.
Sculpting sounds challenging. I'm sticking with something simpler, like watercolor.
Yeah, I might regret it, but I think he'd look great in clay, very distinguished.
You should definitely try it. Even if it doesn't turn out perfectly, it'll be fun.
True, and if it's terrible, I can always blame it on artistic license.
Pet-related home renovations.
We're renovating our living room, mainly to accommodate our Great Dane.
Wow, that's dedication. What kind of changes are you making?
Hardwood floors instead of carpet, for easier cleanup. And a built-in dog bed.
A built-in dog bed? That sounds amazing. He must be thrilled.
He doesn't know it yet, but he will be. It's the size of a small couch.
That's so thoughtful. I bet it will look great when it's finished.
Pets as therapists.
I had a really tough day at work, and my dog just knew. He wouldn't leave my side.
They have a sixth sense for that kind of thing, don't they? It's amazing.
It really is. Just petting him made me feel so much better. Like a furry therapist.
I completely understand. My cat always purrs the loudest when I'm feeling down.
It's like they absorb all the negative energy. I don't know what I'd do without him.
They're definitely more than just pets. They're family.
The Great Pet Escape. My cat escaped last night. I found him on the roof this morning.
Oh no! How did he even get up there? That's crazy.
I have no idea. He must have climbed the tree. I'm getting him a harness now.
Good idea. My dog once dug under the fence and ended up at the park.
They're such escape artists, aren't they? It's terrifying.
It is! I'm just glad you found him safe and sound. Roofs are dangerous.
Me too. Lesson learned. No more unsupervised roof adventures. The loudest animal in the neighborhood.
Have you heard that new rooster in the neighborhood? It's incredibly loud.
Oh, you mean Reginald? Yes! My dog barks back at him every morning at 5 a.m.
Reginald, huh? Sounds fitting. Does it bother you much?
Honestly, yes. I've considered earplugs. My sleep schedule is ruined.
Maybe you should talk to the owner? Nicely, of course.
I might have to. It's either that or move. And I like my house.
Good luck. Hopefully, Reginald gets a bit quieter. The stinkiest pet.
My ferret got into a fight with a skunk. The smell is unbelievable.
Oh no! That sounds absolutely horrific. What did you do?
Tomato juice baths, special shampoo. Nothing seems to work completely.
I've heard baking soda can help too. Poor ferret, though.
He seems unfazed, which is even weirder. He's just proud of himself.
Well, at least he's happy. Good luck with the smell, though.
Thanks, I'll need it. Maybe I should just get used to it.
Unexpected pet talents.
My dog has this weird talent for finding lost keys. It's bizarre.
Seriously? That's amazing. My cat can open doors, which is less helpful.
Opening doors? That's both impressive and a little scary.
Tell me about it. We had to child-proof the cabinets. What about your dog?
He just sniffs around until he finds them. I think it's the metal smell.
Well, at least it's a useful talent. I'm jealous.
Animal noises at night.
I keep hearing strange noises outside at night. I think it's an animal.
What kind of noises? Could be anything from raccoons to owls.
It sounds like scratching and rustling mostly, sometimes a weird howl.
Definitely sounds like raccoons. They're nocturnal and love to rummage.
I hate raccoons. They get into everything.
Make sure your trash cans are secure. That's their main target.
I'll double check. Thanks for the tip. Maybe I should get a motion sensor light.
Dog park etiquette.
I'm always a bit nervous taking my dog to the dog park. Any tips?
Definitely. First, make sure your dog is up to date on vaccinations and good with other dogs.
Good point. He's usually friendly, but you never know.
Also, keep a close eye on your dog. Don't just stand there and chat.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. It's not responsible.
And clean up after your dog immediately. It's just common courtesy.
Of course. Anything else I should be aware of?
If your dog is being aggressive, remove them from the park. It's not worth the risk.
That makes sense. Thanks for the advice. Funny animal videos.
Have you seen any good animal videos lately?
Oh, always. They're my guilty pleasure. Anything in particular?
I saw one of a cat trying to jump onto a counter and completely failing. It was hilarious.
Those are the best. I saw one where a dog was trying to catch its tail and kept spinning in circles.
Classic! Animals are so clumsy sometimes.
It's what makes them so endearing, right? I love the ones with the goats screaming.
Oh my gosh, yes! Those are legendary. I could watch those all day.
Me too. They always brighten my mood. The annoyance of shedding.
I swear I vacuum every day and I'm still finding pet hair everywhere. Tell me about it. I have a golden retriever. It's a constant battle. I've got a long-haired cat. Black clothes are officially off limits. Have you tried those special de-shedding brushes? Yeah, they help a little, but it's never ending. I heard a robotic vacuum helps a lot, but they are expensive. I have been considering it. It might be worth the investment for my sanity. Definitely look into it. Think of all the time you'll save.
The joy of a new kitten puppy.
We just got a new puppy. He's absolutely adorable, but exhausting.
Oh, congratulations. Puppies are a handful, but so much fun.
He's constantly chewing on everything. My shoes are his favorite.
Definitely invest in some good chew toys. It'll save your sanity.
We've got a whole basket of them, but shoes are apparently more appealing.
Maybe try rotating the toys so he doesn't get bored with them.
Good tip. I'll give that a try. Potty training is also a challenge.
Patience is key, and lots of positive reinforcement.
The most affectionate pet.
My dog is so clingy. He follows me everywhere. Oh, that's sweet! Mine too. He's like my little shadow. It's cute, but sometimes I just need some space. I know what you mean. Mine even tries to get in the shower with me. Seriously? That's hilarious. Mine just sits outside the door and whines. Maybe try giving them a special toy or treat when you need some alone time. That's a good idea. I'll try that. Thanks. No problem. Enjoy the affection while it lasts.
The perfect cat nap spot.
My cat has the strangest sleeping habits. Where does yours nap?
Oh, mine's a sunbeam chaser. Wherever the sun is shining, that's where he'll be.
That sounds idyllic. Mine prefers my clean laundry basket.
Seriously, freshly folded clothes are irresistible, I guess.
It's a constant battle. I'm always pulling cat hair off my shirts.
Maybe try putting a cozy blanket in a different spot, see if he migrates.
I've tried. He just looks at it and then jumps back into the laundry.
Cats are so stubborn, maybe you should get a decoy laundry basket.
The pet sitting favor. I'm going out of town next month. Any chance you could pet sit?
Oh, I'd love to. But I'm actually going out of town then too.
Darn! I'm striking out with everyone.
Have you looked into professional pet sitters?
I have, but they're so expensive. I was hoping for a friend discount.
I understand. Maybe try a local Facebook group for pet owners?
That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
You might find someone reliable and more affordable there.
Unexpected animal encounters.
You won't believe what happened to me this morning on my way to work.
Oh? Do tell. Something exciting, I hope.
I saw a deer just casually strolling down the sidewalk in the middle of the city.
A deer? In the city? That's crazy.
I know, it looked completely unfazed by the cars and people.
Maybe it escaped from a park or something. Poor thing must have been scared.
I hope it found its way back to a safe place. It was quite a sight, though.
Weird pet food preferences.
You won't believe what my dog tried to eat yesterday.
Oh yeah? My cat once tried to eat a spider, so try me.
He was trying to eat a bar of soap. A brand new, unused bar of soap.
No way! That's insane. Did he actually manage to get any?
Thankfully, no. I grabbed it before he could really get a good bite.
Phew. Mine mostly just goes for string and rubber bands.
Those are dangerous too. We have to watch them like hawks.
Seriously. It's like having toddlers again, but with fur.
Animal shelter volunteering. I've been thinking about volunteering at the local animal shelter.
That's wonderful. They always need help.
What kind of tasks do volunteers usually do?
It varies, but often it's walking dogs, cleaning cages, feeding animals, and socializing them.
Socializing? Like playing with them?
Exactly, it helps them become more adoptable. And it's a lot of fun.
That sounds perfect. I'll contact them this week.
Great, you'll make a big difference in those animals' lives.
Cat versus dog ownership.
I'm trying to decide between getting a cat or a dog. They're so different.
Totally. Dogs need a lot more attention and exercise, that's for sure.
Yeah, the walks are a big commitment. Cats seem more independent.
They are, but they still need love and playtime. My cat demands attention, just on her own schedule.
So even cats aren't completely low maintenance?
Nope. Litter box cleaning, vet visits, and scratching posts are all part of the deal.
Good to know. Guess I have to think about what I can realistically offer.
Exactly. Consider your lifestyle and what you're looking for in a companion.
Dealing with pet hair. I love my dog, but the shedding is driving me crazy.
I hear you. It's a constant battle. Regular grooming helps a lot.
I brush him every day, but it doesn't seem to make a huge difference.
Have you tried a de-shedding tool? They can really get rid of the loose undercoat.
I haven't. I'll look into that. Any recommendations?
The Furminator is popular, but there are other good ones too. Read some reviews.
Okay, thanks. I'm desperate for a solution.
Good luck. It's a never-ending task, but it's worth it for our furry friends. Dog breed stereotypes.
I'm thinking about getting a golden retriever. They're supposed to be great family dogs, right?
That's the stereotype. They're generally friendly, but every dog is an individual. Temperament can vary.
So breed isn't everything.
Definitely not. Training and socialization are crucial, regardless of breed. A poorly trained golden can be just as much trouble as any other dog.
Good point. I need to remember that it's not just about the breed's reputation.
Exactly. Look at rescue dogs, too. Mixed breeds often have the best personalities and fewer breed-specific health problems.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Lost pet scares.
I had the worst scare yesterday. My cat got out and I couldn't find her for hours.
Oh no, that's terrifying. Did you eventually find her?
Yes, thankfully. She was hiding under the neighbor's porch. I was so relieved.
That's great. It's always a good idea to make sure your pets are microchipped and wearing identification tags.
She is microchipped, thankfully. I was kicking myself for not checking her collar more recently.
It happens. I put a GPS tracker on my dog's collar after he escaped once. It gives me peace of mind.
That's a smart idea. I might look into that. I don't want to go through that again.
The allure of fish keeping.
I'm considering setting up a small aquarium. It seems so relaxing.
It can be, but it's more involved than people think. Water quality is key.
Water quality? What do you mean?
You need to cycle the tank, Test the water parameters regularly, and do water changes.
Wow, that sounds complicated.
It's not too bad once you get the hang of it. Research different fish species and their needs before you start.
I'll definitely do my homework. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. It's a rewarding hobby if you're willing to put in the effort. The ethics of pet ownership.
I was reading an article about the ethics of keeping pets, and it made me think.
Oh, really? What was the main argument?
It questioned whether it's right to confine animals for our companionship.
That's a valid point. I think it depends on how well we care for them and meet their needs.
Yeah, providing a stimulating environment and plenty of enrichment seems crucial.
Definitely. And being mindful of their natural instincts and behaviors.
It's definitely something to consider and strive for.
Agreed. Responsible pet ownership is about more than just food and shelter.
The joys of birdwatching.
I've been thinking about getting into birdwatching. It seems so peaceful. It is. It's amazing to learn about the different species and their behaviors. What kind of equipment do I need to get started? A good pair of binoculars is essential, and a field guide to identify the birds you see. Any tips for attracting birds to my backyard? Definitely! Bird feeders with different types of seeds, a bird bath, and native plants are all great. That sounds wonderful. I'll definitely give it a try. You won't regret it. It's a very rewarding hobby.
The responsibility of pet sitting.
I'm pet sitting for my friend next week. I'm a little nervous.
It can be a lot of responsibility. Make sure you get detailed instructions.
Like what specifically?
Feeding schedule, medication if any, emergency contact info, and vet details are crucial.
Okay, I'll make a list. Anything else?
Know their routine, walks, playtime, bedtime, and be aware of any behavioral issues or anxieties.
Wow, that's a lot to remember.
It is, but it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Your friend will appreciate it.
Unexpected pet behaviors.
My dog has started chasing his tail obsessively. It's so weird.
That's pretty common, actually. Could be boredom or anxiety.
I've been walking him more, but he still does it.
Maybe try some puzzle toys or a different kind of exercise to stimulate him mentally.
It's a good idea. I'll look into those.
Sometimes it's just a quirky habit they develop. As long as he's not hurting himself, it's probably okay.
True. I just want to make sure he's happy.
Animal-inspired dreams.
I had the strangest dream last night. I was riding a giant hamster through a supermarket.
Haha, what? That's amazing. What did you buy?
I don't remember. I was too busy trying to steer the hamster away from the produce section.
Maybe you're subconsciously craving more fiber in your diet.
Maybe. What's the weirdest animal-related dream you've had?
I dreamed I was a cat, and I could understand everything people were saying, but no one believed me.
That's a classic existential cat dream.
Animal superstitions.
Did you know that in some cultures, a black cat crossing your path is considered good luck?
Really? I always thought it was bad luck.
It depends on the culture. In Scotland, it's considered good fortune if a black cat appears on your doorstep.
That's interesting. What other animal superstitions are there?
Hearing a cricket in your house is considered good luck in some places, and killing a spider is supposed to bring bad luck.
I'm definitely not killing any spiders then, even if they are huge and scary.
Good call. Better safe than sorry.
Dog park personalities. Going to the dog park later, Max needs to run off some energy.
Probably. I'll be there with Luna. Prepare for her to try and herd all the other dogs.
Oh, she's a herder? Max is more of a sniff everything and then run in circles kind of guy.
Haha, classic. There's always that one dog who just sniffs nonstop.
And the one that just humps everything in sight. Remember Bruno?
Oh God, Bruno, poor guy. At least he was enthusiastic.
True. It's always entertaining people watching at the dog park too.
Pet-related embarrassing moments.
I took my dog to a fancy restaurant patio the other day, and he decided to mark the leg of the table.
Oh no, that's mortifying. What did you do?
I pretended I didn't see anything, and quickly dragged him away. I was so embarrassed.
I can imagine. Animals have no sense of decorum.
None whatsoever. Have you had any pet-related public embarrassments?
My cat once jumped on a delivery guy's head. He was not amused.
Oh my God! I think you win.
Pet sitting mishaps. I'm pet sitting for my sister this weekend, and I'm already nervous.
Oh, what kind of pet does she have?
A hyperactive Jack Russell. The last time I watched him, he chewed my shoes.
Oh no. Sounds like you need to hide everything valuable.
Definitely. I'm also worried about accidentally feeding him something he shouldn't have.
Just stick to the instructions she gives you and you'll be fine, and hide the shoes.
Good advice. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
The Great Escape.
You'll never guess what happened this morning. Mittens escaped.
No way, how? She's usually such a homebody.
She apparently figured out how to open the screen door. Found her exploring the neighbor's garden.
Oh dear, did she cause any trouble?
Thankfully, no. Just some very confused birds. I've had to reinforce the door now.
Smart cat, they're craftier than we give them credit for.
Tell me about it. I'm investing in cat-proof everything now. The mystery of the missing treats. I swear, the dog treats are disappearing faster than usual. I think someone's helping themselves.
You think the dog is getting into them somehow?
I don't know how. They're on the top shelf of the pantry. Maybe it's the cat.
The cat stealing dog treats? That's a new one.
I know, right? I'm setting up a surveillance camera tonight. This mystery needs to be solved.
Please let me know what you find. I'm invested now.
Will do. I have a feeling it's going to be hilarious.
The neighborhood squirrel feeder.
Have you seen Mrs. Henderson's new squirrel feeder? It's like a tiny picnic table.
No way. Is it actually working? Squirrels are usually too skittish for something like that.
Apparently she trained them. She started leaving food near it, then on it, and now they eat right off it.
That's dedication. I can barely get my dog to sit still.
I know, right? Maybe I should try that with the pigeons in my backyard.
Good luck with that. Pigeons are a whole different level of wild.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll stick to admiring Mrs. Henderson's squirrel skills from afar.
The picky eater.
My dog is driving me crazy. He refuses to eat anything but salmon-flavored dog food.
Seriously? That's so specific. Have you tried mixing it with something else?
I've tried everything. Chicken, beef, vegetables. He turns his nose up at it all.
Maybe he's just a sophisticated pup with expensive taste.
I think he's just spoiled. What about your cat? Is she a picky eater?
Oh, absolutely. She only eats wet food, and it has to be pate. No chunks allowed.
They really train us well, don't they?
Unexpected animal sounds.
My parrot has started mimicking my ringtone. It's driving me crazy.
Seriously? That's both hilarious and incredibly annoying.
It is. I keep thinking my phone is ringing, but it's just Charlie squawking away.
Maybe try changing your ringtone. It might confuse him.
Good idea. I'll try that. What's the weirdest animal sound you've heard?
My neighbor's pug snores like a freight train. I swear I can hear it through the walls.
Oh wow, some dogs are really talented at snoring.
Dog breed misconceptions.
I'm thinking about getting a husky. They're so beautiful.
They are gorgeous, but be aware they need a lot of exercise, like hours every day.
Really? I thought they were just fluffy and friendly.
They are friendly, but if they don't get enough exercise, they can become destructive. High energy.
Oh, wow. Maybe I should reconsider then. I don't have that much time.
It's always good to research the breed's needs before committing. There are plenty of lower energy breeds that are just as loving.
You're right. Thanks for the heads up.
Hamster escape artist.
You won't believe what happened last night. Nibbles escaped again.
No way, how did he get out this time? I thought you reinforced the cage.
He chewed through the corner of the plastic base. I swear, he's a tiny mastermind.
Oh my gosh, where did you find him?
Under the fridge, gnawing on a stray piece of lettuce. He's relentless.
Maybe it's time for a metal cage? It might be a worthwhile investment.
You're probably right. Operation Fortify Nibbles Prison is now in full effect.
Good luck. Let me know if you need reinforcements.
Sudden change in pet behavior.
I'm a little worried about my cat, Whiskers. She's acting strangely.
Oh no, what's wrong?
She's usually super cuddly, but lately she's been hiding under the bed and hissing at everything.
That's not like her at all. Has anything changed in the house?
Not that I can think of. Maybe she's not feeling well?
It's probably best to take her to the vet just to be sure. Sudden behavior changes can sometimes indicate a health problem.
You're right. I'll make an appointment first thing tomorrow. The aquarium's new resident. I finally got that clownfish I've been wanting for my aquarium.
Oh, cool. What did you name him?
Nemo, of course. But the funny thing is, he's already become best friends with my grumpy old goldfish, Finny.
Really? I thought goldfish were solitary creatures.
Me too. But they're always swimming around together. It's adorable.
Maybe Finny was just lonely. Glad Nemo gave him a friend.
Me too. It's made the aquarium so much more lively.
The most unlikely animal friendship.
You won't believe the friendship that's blossomed in my backyard.
Oh yeah? What's going on?
My grumpy old dachshund, Winston, is now best buds with a wild rabbit that lives under my shed.
A rabbit? Really? I thought dogs were supposed to chase rabbits.
That's what I thought too. But they just hang out together, side by side. It's the sweetest thing.
That's so unexpected. Animals are full of surprises.
They really are. It's a reminder that friendship can be found in the most unlikely places.
The mystery of the missing socks.
I have a serious sock losing problem. It's driving me crazy.
Do you think the washing machine is eating them?
That's what I thought at first, but I found a stash of them hidden under the dog's bed.
Your dog is stealing your socks? That's hilarious.
It's not funny when half my sock drawer is empty. I think he likes the way they smell.
Maybe try putting your dirty laundry in a closed hamper.
Good idea. I'll give that a try. Hopefully that will solve the mystery of the missing socks.
Good luck. Let me know if you find any more hidden stashes.
The neighborhood cat feud.
Have you noticed Mittens has been getting into fights lately?
Oh yeah, I saw her squaring up to that ginger tabby from down the street yesterday. It was intense.
That's Garfield. He's a real bully. I think he's been stealing Mittens' food.
That's awful. Maybe we should try to shoo him away when we see him near your house.
Good idea. I've also been thinking about getting Mittens a bell for her collar. Might give Garfield a warning.
Worth a shot. Hopefully they can settle their differences peacefully soon.
I hope so too. I hate seeing her stressed out. The parrot's vocabulary. Coco is starting to pick up some new words. It's hilarious.
Oh, really? What's she saying?
Well, mostly good morning and pretty bird. But she also repeats, "Where's the remote?" after my husband all the time.
That's amazing. Has she said anything unexpected?
She started saying oops after she knocks things off her perch. It's almost like she knows she's being naughty.
That's incredible. Parrots are so smart.
I know, right? I wonder what she'll learn next.
The squirrel conspiracy.
I swear, the squirrels in my yard are plotting something.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They seem to be working together. One distracts the dog while the others raid the bird feeder.
That's hilarious. They're getting organized.
It's not funny when they're emptying my bird feeder every day. I'm starting to think they're smarter than me.
Maybe you need a squirrel-proof bird feeder.
I've tried. They always find a way. They're relentless.
Unexpected pet talent.
You know how my dog, Buster, is usually pretty clumsy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a goofball, isn't he?
Well, I discovered he can catch things midair with incredible precision. Like a ninja.
No way, what kind of things?
Grapes, small balls, even a rogue fly once. It's like he has a superpower.
That's amazing. You should train him for a dog talent show.
I might just do that. He's definitely got the potential.
I'd pay to see that.
Animal sounds that confuse you.
My cat makes this weird chirping sound when she sees birds outside. What is that?
Oh, that's called chattering or trilling. It's thought to be a sign of excitement and predatory frustration.
Interesting. I always thought she was just mocking the birds.
Ha ha. Maybe a little bit of both. My dog makes this snorting sound when he's happy. It sounds like a pig.
That's funny. My hamster clicks his teeth when he's annoyed. It's surprisingly loud.
Animals have such strange and unique ways of communicating.
It's like they have their own secret language.
Animals as unintentional alarm clocks. My cat has decided that 5 a.m. is breakfast time, whether I like it or not.
Oh, I know that struggle. My dog starts whining to go outside at the crack of dawn.
It's like they have an internal clock that's set to annoy human.
Exactly. I've tried everything, but they're relentless. I guess it's their way of saying I love you.
Yeah. Love mixed with a healthy dose of demanding attention.
I swear my dog knows when I'm about to fall back asleep, and that's when he starts barking.
They are evil geniuses, I tell you. Decoding dog barks.
My dog has so many different barks. I wish I knew exactly what each one meant.
I know. It's like they're trying to tell us something important. I read somewhere that high-pitched barks usually mean excitement or play.
That makes sense. My dog's high-pitched bark definitely comes out when he sees the mailman.
And low rumbling barks are usually warnings, right? Like, stay away from my territory.
Yeah, definitely. He does that when the neighbor's cat walks by.
It's fascinating how much they communicate through sound.
I wish there was a dog-to-English translator app.
That would be amazing. I'd download that in a heartbeat. Humorous animal misunderstandings.
My aunt thought her cat was bringing her gifts of dead mice as a sign of affection.
Haha. Well, that's one way to look at it. My dog once tried to bury his bone in my hair.
Oh my gosh, did he succeed?
Almost. I had to intervene before I had a bone hairdo. I think he thought I was the yard.
That's hilarious. I saw a video of a dog trying to rescue a statue from drowning.
Animals are so earnest, they see the world in such a literal way.
It's what makes them so endearing. even when they're trying to bury bones in your head.
Pet-related home decor choices. I'm redecorating my living room, but I'm struggling to find furniture that's both stylish and pet-friendly.
Oh, I know the feeling. Performance fabrics are your best friend. They're stain-resistant and durable.
That's a great tip. What about color schemes? Should I avoid light colors?
Not necessarily. You can find patterned fabrics that hide dirt and pet hair. Plus, washable rugs are a lifesaver.
Good point. I was also thinking about getting a stylish dog bed that doesn't look like an eyesore.
There are tons of options now. You can even find dog beds that look like miniature sofas.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Happy decorating. Pets and their obsessions.
My dog is absolutely obsessed with tennis balls. He'll chase them for hours.
Mine too. It's like they're magnetically drawn to them. My cat, on the other hand, is obsessed with boxes.
Boxes are classic cat territory. My friend's rabbit is obsessed with chewing on cardboard tubes.
It's funny how they find such simple things so captivating.
I think it's a combination of instinct and play. The tennis ball is like a hunt for my dog.
That makes sense. And the box probably feels like a safe, enclosed space for the cat.
It's cute and a little weird at the same time.
Sudden changes in pet personality.
My cat has suddenly become super clingy. She used to be so independent.
That's interesting. Has anything changed in her environment? New furniture, new pet, new people?
We did get a new rug last week. Could that be it?
It's possible animals are sensitive to changes. Or maybe she's not feeling well. Has she been eating normally?
She seems to be eating okay. I'll keep an eye on her. Maybe I should take her to the vet just in case.
That's probably a good idea, just to rule out any medical issues. Sudden personality changes can sometimes be a sign of something else.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
The most overrated pet.
Okay, controversial question. What do you think is the most overrated pet?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna say hamsters. They're cute, but they're mostly nocturnal and don't really interact much.
I can see that. I was thinking maybe goldfish. They're pretty, but they don't really do anything.
True. They're basically just living decorations. What about birds? Some people find them annoying with all the chirping.
That's a good point. It really depends on the bird and the owner, though.
Yeah, every pet has its pros and cons. But I think hamsters take the cake for being the most overrated.
Agreed. At least a goldfish is quiet.
The perfect pet for a specific lifestyle.
My sister's moving into a tiny apartment and wants a pet, but she works long hours. Any suggestions?
A cat might be a good option. They're pretty independent and can entertain themselves.
She's allergic to cats, unfortunately.
Okay, what about a small dog breed that doesn't need a ton of exercise, like a pug or a chihuahua?
That could work, but she's worried about barking, disturbing the neighbors.
Maybe a reptile then? A gecko or a snake wouldn't take up much space or require a lot of attention.
I think she's looking for something a bit more cuddly. Perhaps a hamster or a guinea pig?
Those are good options too. Just remind her to clean the cage regularly.
The wildest pet you've heard of.
You won't believe what I heard. Someone in my building has a pet raccoon.
A raccoon? Seriously? That sounds like a handful. I can barely manage my golden retriever.
Apparently it's declawed and diapered. Still seems like a lot of work.
That's wild. The craziest I've heard of is a miniature pig. They're supposed to be hypoallergenic, but still, a pig.
Yeah, I think I'd stick with a dog or cat. Less likely to cause chaos.
Agreed. Although my dog does have a talent for finding mud puddles.
Haha. Well, at least it's not a raccoon raiding the garbage cans.
Animal-inspired home decor.
I'm redecorating my living room, and I'm thinking of incorporating some animal themes.
Oh, that sounds fun. What kind of animals are you thinking of?
I love birds, so maybe some bird-patterned wallpaper or throw pillows.
That's a great idea. You could also get some bird figurines or artwork.
True, and maybe a rug with a subtle animal print, like leopard or zebra.
Just be careful not to overdo it. Too much animal print can look a bit overwhelming.
Good point. I want it to be stylish, not a jungle.
Animals as unintentional alarm clocks.
My cat has decided that 5 a.m. is breakfast time, whether I like it or not. Oh, the classic feline alarm clock. My dog barks at the mailman every morning at 6. It's so annoying, but also kind of endearing. They're just so persistent. Tell me about it. I've tried everything to get my dog to stop barking, but nothing works. I've resorted to just giving my cat food to shut her up. I know it's enabling her, but I need sleep. Ha ha, I understand completely. Sometimes you just have to surrender to the animal overlords. Exactly. They definitely rule the roost in our house.
Dog park drama. Did you see what happened at the dog park yesterday?
No, I missed it. What went down?
This little terrier mix kept nipping at the heels of a Great Dane. The owner was oblivious.
Oh no, that's a recipe for disaster. Did the Great Dane retaliate?
Thankfully, no. But it was getting visibly agitated. Someone finally intervened and told the terrier's owner to keep it on a leash.
Good. Some people just don't pay attention to their dog's behavior.
Exactly. It makes the dog park stressful for everyone else.
Definitely. Responsible owners are key to a safe and fun dog park experience.
Keeping pets cool in summer. It's getting so hot. I'm worried about my dog overheating.
Me too. I've been giving my cat ice cubes to lick.
That's a good idea. I've been putting out extra water bowls for my dog.
You can also get cooling mats for them to lie on. They really help.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. We mostly stay inside during the hottest part of the day.
That's smart. And avoid walking them on hot pavement. It can burn their paws.
Definitely. Thanks for the tips. Staying cool is the top priority right now.
Pets and their obsessions.
My dog is completely obsessed with chasing squirrels. It's all he thinks about.
That's a pretty common dog obsession. My cat is obsessed with laser pointers.
Laser pointers are classic. It's funny how focused they get.
Yeah, she'll chase that little red dot for hours. It's the only thing that truly motivates her.
I wish I could harness my dog's squirrel obsession for something useful, like fetching the newspaper.
Haha, good luck with that. Sometimes their obsessions are just too strong to redirect.
You're probably right. I'll just have to accept that squirrels are his ultimate nemesis.
Sudden animal phobias.
My friend suddenly developed a fear of butterflies. Isn't that strange? Fear of butterflies? That's called lepidopterophobia. It's actually quite common. Really? I had no idea. She used to love them. Phobias can develop seemingly out of nowhere. Something probably triggered it. Maybe. She did have a butterfly land on her face unexpectedly a few weeks ago. That could definitely do it. Our minds are strange things. I guess so. Now she avoids parks and gardens altogether.
The most low-maintenance pet.
I'm thinking about getting a pet, but I have a pretty busy life. What's the most low-maintenance option, in your opinion? Honestly, probably a fish. A betta in a small tank is pretty self-sufficient. Really? I thought even fish required a lot of cleaning and water changes. Betta fish are hardy and don't need huge tanks. A weekly water change is usually enough. That sounds manageable. What about cats? I've heard they're independent. Cats are more work than a betta. You still need to play with them, clean the litter box, and they can be destructive if bored. Good point. Maybe a fish is the way to go, for now then.
The most talkative parrot. My aunt has a parrot that won't stop talking. It's hilarious and annoying all at once.
What kind of things does it say?
Everything. It mimics the phone ringing, the microwave beeping, and even my uncle snoring.
That's incredible. Does it say actual words too?
Oh yeah, it knows hello, goodbye, good bird, and its own name, which is Captain.
Captain. Perfect name for a parrot. I bet it's quite the character.
He definitely is. He's the life of the party, whether you want him to be or not. The most unlikely animal friendship.
Have you seen that video of the dog and the duck who are best friends?
No way, a dog and a duck. That's adorable.
They do everything together. They eat together, sleep together, even go for walks together.
That's so heartwarming. It just shows that animals don't care about differences.
Exactly. It makes you wonder why humans can't be more like that sometimes.
Definitely. I saw a video of a cat nursing puppies once. Animals constantly surprise me.
Me too. They're full of love and acceptance.
The oddest pet toy.
You won't believe what my neighbor's cat plays with.
Oh yeah? What is it?
A dried-up corn cob. She found it in the garden, and now it's her favorite toy.
A corn cob? That's unusual. My dog is obsessed with an old sock.
An old sock is pretty standard, but a corn cob, does she chew on it?
Apparently, she bats it around and carries it everywhere. Pets are so weird.
They really are. It just goes to show they don't need expensive toys to be entertained.
Animal communication and behavior. I'm trying to understand why my dog barks so much at the mailman.
He probably sees the mailman as a threat to his territory.
That makes sense. So how do I stop him?
You could try desensitization training, gradually expose him to the mailman from a distance.
That sounds like it could work. I'll have to research that.
Another thing is to try and distract him with a toy or treat when the mailman arrives.
Okay, I'll try that too. Thanks for the advice. Comparing cat and dog personalities, I've always been a dog person, but I'm starting to think cats are more independent.
Oh, definitely. Dogs need constant attention. Cats are happy napping all day.
That's true. My dog follows me everywhere. It's cute, but sometimes exhausting.
My cat only acknowledges me when she wants food. It's a very transactional relationship.
Haha, so true. But I guess that's part of their charm.
Exactly. They're mysterious and aloof, which makes them intriguing.
I can see the appeal. Maybe I'll get a cat someday, just to experience the other side.
You should. It's a completely different dynamic.
Pet photography techniques.
I'm trying to take better photos of my cat, but they always come out blurry.
Try using natural light. Avoid using flash, it scares them.
That's a good tip. I always use flash.
Also, try getting down to their level. It makes for a more interesting perspective.
Okay, I'll try that. Any other secrets?
Patience. Be prepared to take lots of photos to get a few good ones.
That's definitely true. Thanks for the help. Pet tech innovations. Have you seen those automatic cat feeders that dispense food on a schedule?
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting one. It would be so convenient when I'm traveling.
And there are smart collars that track your pet's location and activity levels.
That's cool. I worry about my dog getting lost when we're hiking.
I saw one that even monitors their heart rate and sleep patterns.
Wow, that's like a Fitbit for pets. Technology is amazing.
It is. Although, I hope it doesn't replace the personal connection we have with our animals.
Pet travel experiences.
I'm thinking of taking my dog on a road trip this summer.
Oh, fun. Have you traveled with him before?
Just short car rides to the park. This would be a much longer journey.
Make sure you plan for plenty of stops. Dogs need to stretch their legs and relieve themselves.
Good point. And I need to find pet-friendly hotels along the way.
Definitely. Some hotels are much better than others. Read the reviews carefully.
Will do. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. Have a great trip.
The impact of pets on mental health.
Having a pet has really helped with my anxiety. I've heard that. The companionship can be really comforting. It's more than just companionship. Taking care of her gives me a sense of purpose. That makes sense. Routine and responsibility can be grounding. And just petting her calms me down instantly. It's like a built-in stress reliever. I've read about the science behind that. Something about releasing endorphins. Whatever it is, it works wonders. I don't know what I'd do without her.
The role of animals in literature and film. I just rewatched Old Yeller. It's such a classic but so sad.
Oh, I know. Animals often represent loyalty and unconditional love in stories.
Definitely. Think about Lassie or Rin Tin Tin, always there to save the day.
And sometimes they symbolize something deeper, like freedom or the wild spirit.
Like in The Call of the Wild, Buck's journey back to his primal instincts.
Exactly. Animals can be powerful metaphors.
It's amazing how much emotion they can evoke, even when they're fictional.
Unusual animal encounters.
You won't believe what happened to me yesterday. I saw a fox in my backyard.
Really? A fox? That's amazing. I've only ever seen them on TV.
It was just trotting along like it owned the place. I think it was after the squirrels.
Wow, that's quite the wildlife sighting. The strangest thing I've seen recently was a raccoon trying to open my garbage can.
Those raccoons are clever. They're like little bandits.
Exactly. I had to get a special lock for the bin.
Good idea. Maybe I should invest in some fox-proof fencing just in case.
Urban wildlife management.
There are so many squirrels in my neighborhood, they're starting to cause problems.
I know, they're cute, but they can be destructive. Chewing on wires and digging up gardens.
Exactly. What can be done about it?
Well, you can try to make your property less attractive to them. Secure your garbage cans and prune trees away from your house.
That makes sense. I've also heard about using humane traps to relocate them.
That's an option, but you need to check your local regulations first. It might be illegal.
Good point. I'll have to do some research. Thanks for the advice.
Wildlife conservation efforts.
I'm really worried about the declining bee population.
Me too. They're so crucial for our ecosystem.
I've started planting bee-friendly flowers in my garden to help.
That's a great idea. I've been thinking about donating to a wildlife conservation organization.
Which one are you considering?
Probably the World Wildlife Fund. They work on a lot of different projects.
That's a good choice. Every little bit helps, I think.
Definitely. We all need to do our part to protect our planet's biodiversity.
Dealing with pet separation anxiety. My dog gets so anxious when I leave for work. It's heartbreaking.
Oh no, that's tough. Have you tried leaving him with a Kong filled with peanut butter?
I have, but he loses interest after a few minutes. I think he knows I'm leaving.
Have you considered talking to your vet? They might recommend medication or a behaviorist.
I haven't, but that's a good idea. It's really affecting his quality of life.
They could also suggest desensitization techniques, like short absences that gradually increase.
That sounds promising. I'll definitely look into that. Thanks.
Homemade pet treats versus store-bought.
I've been thinking about making my own dog treats. Have you ever tried that?
I have. It's surprisingly easy, and I know exactly what's going into them.
That's my main motivation. Some store-bought ones have questionable ingredients.
Exactly. Plus, you can tailor them to your dog's specific needs or allergies.
Good point. Are they more expensive to make?
Generally, no, especially if you buy ingredients in bulk. But time is a factor.
Yeah, time is always a consideration. I'll have to weigh the pros and cons.
Definitely. Start with a simple recipe and see how it goes.
The allure of pocket pets.
I'm considering getting a hamster. They seem like low-maintenance pets.
They can be, but don't underestimate the care they need. They need clean cages and attention.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking for something smaller and less demanding than a dog or cat.
Then a hamster could be a good fit. Just research their specific needs.
Like what kind of bedding and food?
Exactly, and remember they're nocturnal, so they'll be most active at night.
That's fine. I'm a night owl too. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. Good luck with your new furry friend.
The benefits of adopting a senior pet.
I was at the animal shelter and saw so many older dogs. It made me sad.
Senior pets are often overlooked, but they can be wonderful companions.
Really? I always thought they'd be more trouble with health problems.
Sometimes, but many are perfectly healthy, and they're often already house-trained and know basic commands.
That's a good point, and they're probably calmer than puppies.
Exactly. They're usually happy to just relax and cuddle. Plus, you're giving them a loving home in their golden years.
You've convinced me. I might go back and visit some of those seniors.
The challenges of multi-pet households.
We're thinking of getting a second dog, but I'm a bit nervous about how our current dog will react.
Introducing a new pet can be tricky. It's all about slow and supervised introductions.
That's what I've read. I'm just worried about jealousy and fighting.
Those are valid concerns. Make sure each dog has its own space and resources.
Like separate food bowls and beds?
Exactly. And give them equal attention so neither feels left out.
That makes sense. It sounds like a lot of work.
It can be, but it's so rewarding when they finally become friends.
The debate over declawing cats.
My furniture is getting destroyed by my cat. I'm considering declawing.
Have you looked into alternatives? Declawing is actually a pretty serious surgery.
I know, but nothing else seems to be working. Scratching posts, deterrent sprays.
Declawing removes the cat's claws at the first joint. It can cause long-term pain and behavioral issues.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that drastic. What alternatives would you suggest?
Nail caps are a good option. They cover the claws and prevent scratching. Regular trimming is also important.
I'll definitely try those first. I wouldn't want to cause my cat pain.
That's great. There are lots of resources online about managing cat scratching behavior. The ethics of keeping fish in tanks.
I've been thinking about getting an aquarium, but I wonder if it's ethical to keep fish in tanks.
It's a valid concern. As long as you provide a large enough tank with appropriate conditions, it can be okay.
What do you mean by appropriate conditions?
Proper filtration, temperature, and enrichment. And choosing fish that are compatible with the tank size and each other.
So, doing a lot of research beforehand is key?
Absolutely. And avoiding wild-caught fish is crucial, as that can harm their populations.
That makes sense. It's a big responsibility.
It is, but a well-maintained aquarium can be beautiful and provide a good life for the fish.
The importance of socialization for puppies. I just got a new puppy. He's adorable, but a bit shy around new people.
Socialization is key at that age. Expose him to different sights, sounds, and people early on.
How do I do that safely? I don't want him to get sick.
Talk to your vet about when it's safe to take him to puppy classes or dog parks. Before that, introduce him to vaccinated adult dogs.
Okay, that makes sense. What about noises? He gets scared easily.
Gradually expose him to different sounds, like the vacuum cleaner or fireworks, at a low volume, rewarding him for staying calm.
So, positive reinforcement is important?
Absolutely. It helps him associate new experiences with positive feelings.
The joys and headaches of bird ownership.
I'm thinking about getting a parakeet. They seem so cheerful.
They are. But be prepared for the noise. Birds can be quite loud.
Oh, I didn't think about that. How loud are we talking?
It depends on the bird. Some are constant chatterboxes, and cleaning the cage is a daily chore.
Daily? Wow. What are the joys of owning one?
Their personalities are amazing. They're intelligent and can be very affectionate. Plus, they're beautiful.
Okay. Noise and cleaning, but affectionate and beautiful. I'll have to consider.
Definitely do your research. Different birds have different needs and temperaments.
The pros and cons of indoor versus outdoor cats. I'm debating letting my cat Mittens outside. What do you think?
It's a tough call. Outdoor cats get more exercise and mental stimulation,
That's what I'm thinking. She seems bored indoors.
but they also face dangers like cars, predators, and diseases.
Oh, that's true. I hadn't really considered the predators.
And they can impact local bird populations if they're hunters.
Okay, maybe I'll stick to supervised outdoor time on a leash.
That's a great compromise. Best of both worlds.
Bird feeding woes.
The squirrels are eating all the birdseed. It's driving me crazy. Oh, I know the feeling. They're so persistent. I've tried those squirrel-proof feeders, but they just figure them out. Me too. Have you tried safflower seeds? Squirrels supposedly don't like them. No, I haven't. I'll have to give that a shot. Anything is worth a try at this point. Also, make sure the feeder is far enough away from anything they can jump from. Good point. I'll move it further from the tree. Thanks.
Dealing with cat scratching. My cat is scratching my furniture to shreds. Help!
That's classic cat behavior. Do you have scratching posts?
Yeah, a couple, but he ignores them.
Try different types. Vertical, horizontal, cardboard, sisal. See what he prefers.
Okay, I'll experiment. Where should I put them?
Near where he's already scratching. And try sprinkling catnip on them to attract him.
Catnip! Brilliant! I'll give it a try. Thanks.
Dog walking etiquette.
Did you see that guy let his dog run right up to mine off leash again?
Ugh, that's the worst. Some people just don't understand dog walking etiquette.
Exactly. Mine's reactive, and it sets him off every time.
You'd think people would ask before letting their dogs approach. It's common courtesy.
I wish there was a dog walking class for owners.
That's a great idea. Maybe we should start one?
I'd be down. Anything to make walks less stressful. Fish tank maintenance. My fish tank is looking a little cloudy. Any tips?
Probably needs a water change. How often do you do them?
Not as often as I should. Maybe once a month?
Definitely increase that. Aim for 25% every week or two. And clean the gravel.
Gravel cleaning. Sounds like fun. Is there a special tool for that?
Yeah, they sell gravel vacuums. Makes it much easier. Also, check your filter.
Okay, water change, gravel vacuum, filter check. Got it. Thanks. Pet-friendly gardening.
I want to start a garden, but I'm worried about my dog eating things he shouldn't.
Definitely research pet-safe plants. Some are toxic.
Any recommendations for dog-friendly options?
Sunflowers, zinnias, and nasturtiums are generally safe, and herbs like basil and rosemary.
Great, I love those. What about keeping him out of the garden beds?
You can use fencing or raised beds, or train him to stay out with positive reinforcement.
Okay, a combination of safe plants and fencing sounds like a good plan. Thanks.
Pet sitting responsibilities.
I'm pet sitting for my friend next week. Any tips?
Definitely get detailed instructions on their routine. Feeding, walks, meds, everything.
Good point. I'll make a checklist. What about emergencies?
Get the vet's number and emergency contact info. Know where the nearest 24-hour vet is.
Okay, that's smart. Anything else I should be aware of?
Be observant. Notice any changes in their behavior or appetite, and send lots of pictures.
Great advice. I'll be the best pet sitter ever.
The best pet furniture.
I'm trying to find a cat tree that doesn't look hideous. Any recommendations?
It's a struggle. I found one that blends in with my decor at a local pet store. Cost a fortune, though.
Oh no, my budget is screaming already. I've seen some nice ones online, but I'm scared of the quality.
Read the reviews carefully and consider DIYing something. It can be cheaper and more personalized.
DIY. That might be a bit beyond my skills, haha.
There are tons of easy tutorials online. Think scratching posts wrapped in rope.
Okay, you've convinced me to at least look into it. The challenges of owning a parrot.
I'm thinking about getting a parrot, but I've heard they're a lot of work.
They are. They need a lot of attention, mental stimulation, and space.
What about the noise? Are they really that loud?
Some species are definitely louder than others, Research carefully, and they can be destructive.
Destructive? Oh dear.
They need to chew, provide plenty of appropriate toys, and be prepared for a long commitment. They live a long time.
Wow, okay. I need to do a lot more research before I make any decisions.
The Great Hamster Escape.
My hamster escaped last night. I'm so worried.
Oh no, that's happened to me before. Don't panic.
Easy for you to say. What should I do?
Put out some food and water near the cage, and maybe a little bedding.
Okay, done. Should I leave the cage door open?
Yes, hopefully they'll be attracted to the familiar scent and go back in.
Fingers crossed, I'll keep checking. Thanks for the advice. The joy of fostering. I'm thinking about fostering a dog, but I'm a bit nervous.
It's definitely a commitment, but so rewarding. Seeing them find their forever home is amazing.
That's what appeals to me. I just worry about getting too attached.
That's the hardest part, definitely. But remember, you're helping them on their journey.
Good point. What's the biggest challenge you faced while fostering?
Probably dealing with behavioral issues. Some have anxiety or are scared.
Okay, good to know. I'll research that more before I apply. Cat's mysterious meows.
My cat has started meowing at the wall. It's really weird.
Is it a persistent meow or just a few now and then?
Pretty persistent, like she's trying to tell me something.
Could be a few things. Maybe she hears something in the wall, like mice.
Ugh, I hope not. We just had pest control come.
Or maybe she's just bored and wants attention. Try playing with her more.
I'll try that. It's just so strange, staring intently at a blank wall.
Cats are mysterious creatures. They probably have their own secret world we don't understand.
Cat's nightly serenades.
My cat keeps me awake at night with her yowling. It's driving me nuts.
Is she fixed? That can be a big reason for nighttime yowling.
Yeah, she's spayed. I think she's just bored.
Try playing with her a lot before bedtime to tire her out.
I do, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. She's a nocturnal hunter at heart.
Maybe get her a toy she can play with by herself at night, like a ball with a bell inside.
That's a good idea. I'll try that. Anything for a good night's sleep.
Dog breed quirks. I'm thinking about getting a dog. I've always liked golden retrievers, but I've heard they shed a lot.
Oh yeah, Goldens are shedders for sure, but their personalities are amazing. Have you considered a poodle? They barely shed.
Poodles? I thought they were high maintenance.
They need grooming, but they're incredibly smart and come in all sizes. My friend has a miniature poodle and loves him.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that. What about labs? They seem pretty laid back.
Labs are great family dogs, but they need a lot of exercise. If you're not active, they can get bored and destructive.
Good point. Maybe a lower energy breed would be better for me.
Definitely do your research. Every breed has its own quirks and needs.
Dog walking woes.
Walking my dog has become a real chore lately. He pulls on the leash constantly.
Oh, I know that struggle. Have you tried a harness?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. He's just so eager to sniff everything.
Maybe try a shorter leash and frequent stops for him to sniff.
I'll give that a shot. It's just embarrassing when he drags me down the street.
Haha, been there. Consistency is key, though. Keep practicing.
True. Thanks for the advice.
Hamster hideouts.
I can't find my hamster. I swear I closed the cage properly.
Oh no! Check behind the furniture. They're good at squeezing into tight spaces.
I've looked everywhere. Under the couch, behind the bookshelf.
Did you check inside any boxes or bags on the floor?
Not yet. Good idea. I'll check the laundry basket too.
Leave some food out. Hopefully he'll come out for a snack.
Okay, I'll put some sunflower seeds on the floor. Thanks for the tips. The aquarium's new addition. I just got a new fish for my aquarium. A beautiful betta.
Oh, those are stunning. What color is it?
It's a vibrant blue with red fins. He's so active.
Just be careful putting him with other fish. They can be territorial.
I know. I have him in his own tank. Learned that lesson the hard way before.
Smart move. They really are gorgeous fish, though.
Definitely. It's so relaxing to watch him swim around.
Aquariums are so calming, aren't they?
The Great Pet Escape Artist.
My dog keeps escaping from the backyard. I don't know how he's doing it. Have you checked the fence for any holes or weak spots? I've patched up a few places, but he still finds a way out. I think he might be digging under it. That's a classic escape artist move. You could try burying chicken wire along the base of the fence. That's a good idea. It's just so frustrating. I'm worried he'll get hit by a car. I understand. Maybe a dog run with a secure top would be a good solution. Yeah, that might be the only way to keep him safe. Thanks for the suggestions.
The parrot's antics.
My neighbor's parrot is driving me crazy. It squawks all day long.
Oh man, that's rough. Parrots can be really loud.
And it's not just squawking. It mimics my ringtone. I keep thinking I'm getting a call.
No way, that's hilarious and annoying at the same time.
Tell me about it. I'm thinking of leaving a recording of myself singing off-key outside their window.
Haha, maybe try talking to your neighbor first.
Yeah, you're probably right. But the temptation is strong.
The picky eater dog. My dog has suddenly decided he doesn't like his food anymore. He just sniffs it and walks away.
Is he feeling okay otherwise? Maybe he's not feeling well.
He seems fine, playful as ever. I think he's just being picky.
Have you tried mixing in something he likes, like a little bit of chicken or broth?
I tried that, and he just ate the chicken and left the kibble. He's so stubborn.
Ah, that's frustrating. Maybe try a different brand of food?
I guess I'll have to. This is going to be an expensive experiment. Unexpected pet guests.
You won't believe what happened yesterday. I found a baby bird in my garden.
Oh no. Was it injured?
No, it seemed fine, just couldn't fly. I think it fell out of its nest.
Did you try to find the nest?
I did, but couldn't see it anywhere. I left it in a box near the tree with some water.
Hopefully the parents found it. They usually will.
I hope so too. It was so tiny and vulnerable.
Animal food obsessions. My dog is obsessed with carrots. He begs for them constantly.
That's so funny. My cat goes crazy for olives. Just the smell of them sends her into a frenzy.
Olives? That's an odd one. I guess every pet has its weird food craving.
Yeah, it's like they have their own secret menu. What's the weirdest thing your pet has ever tried to eat?
Probably a bar of soap. I caught him licking it once. Disgusting.
Ew, mine tried to eat a houseplant once. Luckily, it wasn't poisonous.
Weirdos. All of them. But we love them anyway.
Animal-inspired art projects.
I'm trying to find a new hobby, and I was thinking about doing some animal-inspired art.
That's a great idea. What kind of art are you thinking of?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe watercolor paintings of birds or sculpting little clay cats.
Ooh, both of those sound fun. Have you ever tried pet portraits?
I haven't, but that's a good idea. I could practice with pictures of my own dog.
Exactly, and there are tons of online tutorials to help you get started. Good luck.
Thanks. I'm excited to try it out.
Animal resemblance to owners.
Have you ever noticed how some pets start to look like their owners?
You know, I've heard that. I think it's mostly about shared expressions and mannerisms.
Yeah, like that lady with the poodle who both have curly hair and the same grumpy look.
Exactly. Or the guy with the bulldog who both waddle when they walk. It's uncanny sometimes.
It's probably just confirmation bias, but it's fun to imagine we influence each other.
I wonder if my cat is starting to judge me with the same intensity that I judge reality TV.
Haha, keep an eye on her. You might be becoming more feline. Animals with imaginary friends.
Have you ever seen a pet acting like it's playing with something that's not there?
You mean like chasing invisible things or barking at empty corners? All the time.
Yeah. Do you think they're actually seeing something we can't? Or are they just bored?
I'm guessing boredom. Maybe a bit of dust motes catching the light. But it's fun to imagine they have imaginary friends.
Totally. I like to think my cat is having epic adventures with a tiny, invisible mouse.
That's adorable. Maybe they're even plotting world domination together.
Now that's a thought. I should probably keep a closer eye on her. Dog park etiquette.
I'm thinking of taking my dog to the dog park. Any tips for a first-timer?
Definitely. First, make sure your dog is vaccinated and friendly with other dogs.
Okay, good to know. What else?
Keep a close eye on your dog and be ready to intervene if there's any roughhousing. And always clean up after them.
Of course. Anything else I should be aware of?
Bring water for your dog and avoid bringing toys that might cause possessiveness. Just be respectful and have fun.
Great advice, thanks. I'm feeling a bit more prepared now.
Pet-related home renovations. We're thinking of getting a dog, but I'm worried about our floors. They're hardwood.
Ah, the pet-proofing dilemma. Have you considered getting them sealed with a pet-friendly sealant?
I hadn't thought of that. We were just going to put down rugs everywhere.
Rugs are good too, especially in high-traffic areas. We also installed a doggy door to the backyard.
A doggy door. That's a great idea, but I'm not sure if our doors are compatible.
You'd be surprised. There are lots of different types. It's worth looking into if you want to give your dog more freedom.
Definitely. Maybe we should start budgeting for pet-proofing now.
Pets as therapists.
I had a really rough day at work. but just petting my dog made me feel so much better. I know what you mean. It's like they absorb all the stress. It's amazing. They're so non-judgmental too. You can tell them anything, and they just listen. Absolutely. And the unconditional love is a huge boost. They're always happy to see you. It's cheaper than therapy too, although the vet bills can add up. True, but the emotional support they provide is priceless, I think. Definitely. My dog is the best therapist I could ask for.
The Great Pet Escape.
My cat escaped last night. I was so worried.
Oh no, how did it happen, and did you find her?
She slipped out when I was bringing in groceries. Luckily, she was just hiding under the porch.
Phew, that's a relief. My dog once jumped the fence and ended up at the park.
Oh wow, that's a long way. Did he come back when you called him?
Eventually, after chasing a few squirrels. Now we have a taller fence.
Lesson learned. I'm definitely being more careful now.
Loudest pet.
My neighbor's rooster starts crowing at 4 a.m. every single day. It's driving me crazy.
Oh, wow, that's early. I thought my dog's barking at squirrels was bad enough.
Squirrels I could handle. It's the sheer volume of the rooster. Have you ever heard anything so loud?
Maybe a whale song underwater? But on land, yeah, a rooster is pretty intense. Have you tried talking to your neighbor?
I did, but they said it's just nature, and refused to do anything about it.
That's frustrating. Maybe there are local noise ordinances you could look into.
That's my next step, I think. Earplugs aren't cutting it anymore.
The stinkiest pet.
Okay, be honest. What's the stinkiest pet you've ever encountered? Definitely ferrets. I love them, but that musky smell is something else. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I used to have a hamster, and his cage could get pretty ripe if I didn't clean it often enough. Hamster cages are definitely up there. But have you ever smelled a wet dog after it's rolled in something questionable? Ugh, yes. That's a special kind of awful. It's like a combination of mud, dead things, and pure dog. Exactly. You have to immediately throw them in the shower, even though they hate it. True sacrifice. I think the wet dog might take the cake for me.
Animal food obsessions.
My dog is obsessed with ice cubes. He'll do anything for one. That's cute. My cat is crazy about olives. She'll try to steal them right off my plate. Olives? That's an unusual one. Mine also loves carrots, which is weird. Animals have such strange preferences. I wonder what makes them like certain things. Maybe it's the texture, or the smell. Or maybe they just like to be weird. Probably a combination of all three. It gives them character. Definitely. It certainly makes mealtimes more interesting.
Animal-inspired dreams.
I had the strangest dream last night. I was riding a giant hamster through a grocery store.
Haha, that's amazing. I dreamt I was a cat, chasing a laser pointer all night.
It's funny how our pets sneak into our subconscious like that.
Totally. I wonder what they dream about. Probably chasing squirrels or begging for treats.
I bet my dog dreams about endless fields of tennis balls.
Or maybe your cat dreams about world domination.
That's probably more accurate, actually. Animals as alarm clocks.
My cat is the most persistent alarm clock I've ever had. Starts meowing at 5 a.m. sharp.
Haha, mine does the same. Except it's headbutts and purrs right in my face.
I swear they have an internal clock. Weekends don't matter to them.
Nope. They're like, food is food and it's always time for food.
It's effective, though. I'm never late for work.
True. Beats a phone alarm any day, even if it's a bit furry.
Definitely a furry alarm. Sometimes a clawy one, too.
Dog park dynamics.
Did you see that poodle trying to herd all the other dogs at the park yesterday?
Oh my gosh, yes. It was like he was trying to be the park manager. So funny.
My golden retriever just looked completely bewildered. She's too laid back for that kind of chaos.
I saw a little chihuahua trying to start a fight with a Great Dane. Size doesn't matter, I guess.
It's always entertaining. You really get to see their different personalities shine through.
Totally. It's like a real-life animal sitcom.
Speaking of, did you see the owner who brought a remote control car? The dogs went wild.
No way. I missed that. I'll have to keep an eye out next time.
Pets and personal space. My dog has zero concept of personal space. He's always right up in my business.
Tell me about it. My cat thinks my lap is community property, even when I'm working.
I try to work at the table, but then he cries until I let him on my lap.
It's a constant battle. I can't even go to the bathroom alone.
They're so needy, but that's also why we love them, right?
Exactly. It's a love-hate relationship with our personal bubbles.
More like a love-smother relationship. Pets as social catalysts.
Walking my dog is the easiest way to meet new people in the neighborhood.
I agree. My cat is an indoor cat, but people always stop to admire her through the window.
It's like they break the ice. Everyone loves to talk about their pets.
Exactly, it's an instant connection. You already have something in common.
I've made some really good friends just by chatting with other dog owners at the park.
Pets really do bring people together. They're little furry ambassadors.
Absolutely. They're the best social network ever.
Sudden pet quirks.
My cat has suddenly started licking the walls. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Wall licking? No way! Maybe she's found a new flavor she likes? I'm worried something's wrong, but she seems perfectly happy otherwise. Maybe a mineral deficiency? Could be worth a vet visit, just to be sure. That's a good idea. It's just so out of the blue. She's never done it before. Animals are weird. My dog suddenly hates his favorite toy. Won't even look at it. It's like they wake up one day and decide to reinvent themselves.
The great pet escape artist.
My dog is a Houdini. He can escape from any yard, no matter how secure I think it is.
Oh no, that's scary. Mine used to squeeze through the fence when he was a puppy.
He's figured out how to open the gate latch. I've had to put a padlock on it.
Wow, that's impressive. What does he do when he escapes?
He just wanders around the neighborhood, greeting everyone. He's a social butterfly.
At least he's friendly. Mine just chases squirrels.
I'd almost prefer the squirrels to the padlock situation. Almost.
The picky eater pet.
My cat is the pickiest eater I've ever met. She turns her nose up at everything.
I know the feeling. My dog will only eat a certain brand of kibble, and only if it's warmed up.
Warmed up kibble? That's dedication. I've tried every flavor and texture. Nothing works.
Have you tried adding a little bit of tuna juice to her food? That sometimes works for cats.
I'll try anything at this point. It's like she wants to be a starving artist.
Maybe she's just holding out for the good stuff. Human food.
I'm afraid you're right. I think I've created a monster. The stinkiest pet.
My dog loves rolling in the smelliest things he can find. It's a constant battle.
Oh, I can relate. Mine once rolled in something so bad I had to bathe him 3 times.
What all is it about them and foul odors? It's like they're attracted to it.
I think it's their way of masking their own scent or marking their territory.
Well, he's definitely marking our house with something.
Invest in a good dog shampoo. You'll need it.
Already on it. And nose plugs. Considering nose plugs.
Sudden fear of stairs.
Lily's suddenly terrified of the stairs. She used to run up and down them all the time.
That's odd. Did she perhaps slip or fall recently?
Not that I saw. She just stopped one day and now whines at the bottom.
Maybe her eyesight is getting worse. Older dogs sometimes have trouble with depth perception.
That's possible. We should probably take her to the vet to get her checked out.
Definitely. In the meantime, maybe try using a ramp or carrying her up and down.
A ramp is a good idea. I'll look into that. Thanks. The case of the missing squeaky toy.
Have you seen Mr. Squeaky anywhere? Buster seems distraught.
No, I haven't. He was playing with it just an hour ago. Maybe he buried it in the couch cushions again?
I already checked. I swear he has a secret stash somewhere.
Did you look under the bed? That's usually where he hides things he wants to keep secret.
Good idea. I'll check. It's so strange how attached he is to that thing.
Well, it's his favorite. Remember when he ripped the last one to shreds?
Ugh, don't remind me. Feathers everywhere. Found it. Under the bed, just like you said.
Told ya, he's such a sneaky little guy.
The cat who befriended a squirrel.
You won't believe what I saw today. Mittens was sitting on the porch, nose to nose with a squirrel. Seriously? Mittens? The cat who chases everything that moves? I know. I was just as shocked. They were just staring at each other. No hissing, no chasing. Maybe they've reached some sort of truce, a we coexist agreement. I hope so. I'd hate for her to break the peace. It was actually quite sweet to watch. Keep an eye on them. You might have a Disney movie in the making. Ha 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 ha! I'll get the camera ready. Mittens and Squeaky, a tale of unlikely friendship.
The dog who hates his own reflection.
Buddy is terrified of his own reflection. He barks and growls at every mirror and window.
Really? He thinks it's another dog?
I guess so. He's been doing it since he was a puppy. We've tried ignoring it, but it's getting worse.
Have you tried covering the mirrors with blankets or towels for a while?
That's a good idea. We could slowly reintroduce them. Maybe with treats involved?
Exactly. Positive reinforcement. Make him associate the reflection with good things.
We'll give it a try. Thanks for the suggestion.
The fish tank meltdown.
Oh my god. The fish tank is a disaster. The water's cloudy and I think one of the tetras is floating upside down.
Oh no! What happened? Did you overfeed them?
I don't think so. Maybe the filter stopped working? I need to check it.
Definitely check the filter. And do a partial water change. That usually helps clear things up.
Okay, filter first, then water change. I hope I can save them.
Fingers crossed. Fish keeping can be tricky sometimes.
Tell me about it. I thought it would be relaxing, but it's just stressful.
The Great Escape Artist Hamster.
I swear, Houdini has escaped his cage again. This is the third time this week.
Houdini? That's a fitting name. How does he keep getting out?
I have no idea. I've checked the cage, and there are no obvious gaps. He's a tiny genius.
Maybe he's climbing the bars and pushing the lid open. Is the lid secure?
I thought so, but I'll double check. Any tips on catching him?
Try leaving a trail of sunflower seeds leading back to his cage. Worked for my hamster, Nibbles.
That's brilliant. Sunflower seeds it is. Wish me luck.
The picky parrot.
Holly is driving me crazy. She refuses to eat anything but sunflower seeds.
Parrots can be notoriously picky. Have you tried offering her different fruits and vegetables?
Yes, I've tried everything. Apples, bananas, carrots. She just throws them on the floor.
Maybe try disguising the vegetables? Puree them and mix them with a small amount of sunflower seeds.
That's a clever idea. I'll try that. I'm worried she's not getting enough nutrients.
You could also try hanging a foraging toy with some healthy treats inside. Makes it a game.
A foraging toy? I'll look into that too. Thanks for the advice.
The singing canary.
Chirpy has been singing non-stop all morning. It's beautiful, but also a little overwhelming. Is that unusual for him? Maybe he's just happy. He usually sings, but not this much. I wonder if something's bothering him or if he's trying to attract a mate. Is he alone in the cage? Maybe he needs a friend. He is alone. I hadn't thought about getting him a companion. I'll have to research that. Or maybe he just needs a change of scenery. Try moving his cage to a different room for a while. Good idea. I'll try that first. Thanks.
The stolen sandwich.
You won't believe what happened. I left my sandwich on the counter for 2 seconds, and Whiskers ate it.
Whiskers, your cat, he ate a whole sandwich?
Every last bite. Turkey, lettuce, tomato, the whole shebang. He's never done that before.
Maybe he was extra hungry. Or maybe it just smelled really good.
I guess so. I'm just worried it'll make him sick. It had mayonnaise on it.
Keep an eye on him. He'll probably be fine, but call the vet if he starts acting strange.
Okay, will do. I guess I learned my lesson. Never leave food unattended around Whiskers. The uninvited guest. A bat in the attic. I think we have a bat in the attic. I heard some strange fluttering noises last night.
A bat? Seriously? That's unsettling.
I know. I'm terrified. I don't want it flying around the house.
Don't panic. Call animal control. They'll know how to safely remove it.
Okay, good idea. I was thinking of trying to catch it myself, but that sounds like a terrible idea now.
Definitely a terrible idea. Just let the professionals handle it.
Animal control it is. Hopefully they can come soon. Animal-assisted therapy.
Have you heard much about animal-assisted therapy? I have. I know they use dogs a lot, but what exactly does it involve? It's basically using animals to help people cope with physical or emotional issues. It can reduce stress and anxiety. That makes sense. I can see how interacting with a calm animal could be therapeutic. They use it in hospitals and nursing homes, and even with children who have learning disabilities. That's amazing. It's great to see animals helping people in such a meaningful way. I agree. It highlights the powerful bond between humans and animals.
Animal shelters and fostering.
Have you ever considered fostering an animal? I've been thinking about it.
I have. It seems rewarding, but also a little daunting. Are you worried about getting too attached?
That's my biggest concern, honestly. But I know there's a huge need for temporary homes.
Definitely. I volunteered at a shelter once, and the number of animals needing homes was heartbreaking.
Exactly. Maybe starting with short-term fostering would be a good way to ease into it.
That's a smart idea. Less commitment initially. Have you looked into local shelters' fostering programs?
I've started browsing their websites. It looks like they provide food and medical care, which is great.
That's standard practice. Good luck if you decide to go for it.
Animals in mythology and folklore.
I was reading about mythological creatures, and it's amazing how many involve animals.
Right? Like the Sphinx, or Cerberus, the three-headed dog guarding the underworld.
Exactly. Or the phoenix, a symbol of rebirth. Animals are often used to represent powerful ideas.
What about folklore? Think of the trickster figure of the coyote in Native American stories.
Good point. And the raven, often associated with magic and prophecy in various cultures.
It's interesting how different cultures interpret the same animal in different ways.
Absolutely. It reflects their values and beliefs about the natural world. Pet food and nutrition.
I'm overwhelmed by all the pet food options. What do you feed your dog?
I feed him a combination of dry kibble and wet food, mostly grain-free options.
Grain-free, huh? Is that necessary? Or just a trend?
While some dogs have sensitivities to grains, mine seems to do better without them. It depends on the animal.
That makes sense. I've heard raw food diets are good, but also risky.
Raw food can be great, but you have to be extremely careful about hygiene and sourcing the ingredients.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Maybe I'll stick to high-quality kibble for now.
That's a safe bet. Just read the labels and avoid fillers.
Pet peeves regarding pets. What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to other people's pets?
Definitely when people don't clean up after their dogs. It's so inconsiderate.
Oh, I completely agree. Mine is when people let their dogs jump all over you without asking.
Yes! Especially when you're wearing nice clothes. It's just rude.
And the barking. Constant, uncontrolled barking can be really annoying.
True, but sometimes you have to have some sympathy. They might be anxious.
That's fair, but owners should still try to manage it. It's not fair to the neighbors.
Pets in pop culture. Accuracy versus entertainment.
Have you ever watched a movie with an animal character and thought, that's not how that animal behaves?
All the time. They often anthropomorphize animals way too much for the sake of the story.
Exactly, like a dog suddenly understanding complex human emotions and giving advice. It's cute but unrealistic.
Or when they portray certain breeds as inherently aggressive or stupid. It perpetuates harmful stereotypes.
True, but I guess it's a balance between accuracy and entertainment. They need to create compelling characters.
Yeah, it's fiction after all. But it would be nice to see more accurate and respectful portrayals.
Agreed. Maybe documentaries are a better place to learn about animal behavior.
The funniest thing your pet has ever done.
What's the funniest thing your pet has ever done?
Oh, my cat once got stuck in a paper bag while trying to steal treats. It was hilarious.
That's a classic. My dog once chased his tail so hard he got dizzy and fell over.
Ha ha. Mine also tries to bury his bones in the couch cushions.
They're so silly sometimes. Animals definitely have a sense of humor, or at least they provide it.
I agree. They're always doing something goofy to make us laugh.
It's one of the best parts of having a pet, right? The future of pets, robotics, genetics.
Do you think we'll ever see robotic pets become really popular?
It's possible they're already developing them. But can they really replace the real thing?
I don't know. Maybe for people with allergies or who can't care for a real animal.
That's a good point. What about genetic engineering of pets? Any thoughts?
That's a bit more ethically complex, I think. Designing pets to be perfect feels strange.
I agree. Where do you draw the line? It could open a whole can of worms.
Exactly. I think the future of pets will be interesting but also potentially controversial. The importance of play for animals.
I was reading about how important play is for animals, even adult ones.
Yeah, it's not just for kittens and puppies. It helps them stay active and mentally stimulated.
Exactly. It's also important for their social skills, especially for animals that live in groups.
That makes sense. My dog gets so bored if he doesn't get enough playtime.
Mine too. A tired dog is a good dog, as they say. What kind of games do you play with yours?
We mostly play fetch and tug of war. He loves chasing after a ball.
Simple games are often the best. It's all about the interaction, I think.
The strangest pet names you've heard.
Have you ever heard any really weird pet names?
Oh, definitely. I once met a cat named Chairman Meow. Hilarious.
That's pretty good. I knew someone who had a hamster named Sir Reginald Fluffington III.
Wow, that's elaborate. I think the weirdest I've heard was a dog named Potato.
Potato? That's unexpected. I guess it's memorable.
Exactly. What's the strangest name you've given a pet?
I've always gone for pretty standard names, like Bella or Max. Nothing too out there. Cat's mysterious meows.
My cat meows at me constantly. I can't figure out what she wants.
Is it a specific meow or just general chatting?
It varies. Sometimes it's short and high-pitched, other times long and drawn out.
The short ones could be greetings. Long ones might mean she's hungry or wants attention.
I'll try paying closer attention to the context then.
Cats are masters of manipulation. Good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it.
Cat's nightly serenades.
My cat sings the song of her people every night at 3 a.m. Any advice? Oh, the midnight meows. Is she an indoor cat? Yes, strictly indoor. She might be bored or restless. Try playing with her before bedtime. I do, but maybe not enough. I'll try tiring her out more. Also, make sure she has plenty of toys and a comfy bed. Worth a shot. Thanks for the tips.
Dog breed stereotypes.
I heard golden retrievers are always super friendly. Is that true in your experience?
Generally, yes. Mine is a total love bug, but I think socialization plays a big role too.
That makes sense. I guess breed isn't everything.
Definitely not. Every dog has its own unique personality, regardless of breed.
True, I knew a Chihuahua that was actually quite gentle.
See? Stereotypes can be misleading.
Yeah, I should remember that next time I meet a dog.
Dog walking woes. Taking my dog for a walk is always an adventure, and not always in a good way.
Oh, what happens?
He pulls on the leash like crazy, tries to eat everything on the ground, and barks at other dogs.
Sounds like you need some leash training tips.
I've tried. He's so stubborn. Any suggestions?
Have you tried a gentle leader or a harness? They can help with pulling.
I'll look into those. Thanks.
Hamster hideouts. My hamster keeps disappearing. I'm worried he's escaped again.
Do you have plenty of hiding places in his cage?
Yeah, a little house, some tubes, and lots of bedding.
He might just be a good hider. Have you checked inside his food bowl?
No, I haven't. I'll look there now.
They often stash food in strange places.
You were right, he was in his food bowl. Thanks.
The aquarium's new addition.
I just added a new neon tetra to my aquarium. I hope it gets along with the others.
Neon tetras are usually peaceful. Just watch for any signs of aggression.
What should I look for?
Chasing, nipping at fins, or isolating itself are all red flags.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. It's been hiding behind the plant so far.
That's normal for the first day or two. It's getting used to its new environment.
Good to know. Thanks for the advice.
The Great Pet Escape Artist. My dog is a master escape artist. He keeps finding ways out of the yard.
Oh no! That's dangerous. Have you checked for holes in the fence?
I've patched up so many holes I've lost count. He started jumping it now.
Wow, that's impressive. And concerning. You might need a taller fence.
I know, it's the only thing I can think of. It's gonna be expensive.
Maybe an electric fence would work as a deterrent?
I'll research that. Thanks. The parrot's antics.
My parrot is driving me nuts. He keeps mimicking my ringtone.
That's hilarious and annoying at the same time.
It is! I keep thinking I'm getting a call.
Parrots are so smart. Maybe you can teach them something more useful?
Like what? To do the dishes?
Haha. Maybe just a simple hello or goodbye.
I'll give it a shot. It's worth a try.
The picky eater dog.
My dog is such a picky eater. I can never find food he likes.
Have you tried different brands or flavors?
So many: wet food, dry food, raw food, nothing seems to stick.
Maybe talk to your vet. There could be a medical reason.
That's a good idea. I'll schedule an appointment.
Sometimes it's just stubbornness, but better safe than sorry.
Exactly. Thanks for the advice.
Unexpected pet guests.
You won't believe what happened. A squirrel got into my house.
No way. How did that happen?
I left the window open a crack, and I guess it squeezed through.
Was it hard to get it out?
It took ages. It was running all over the place. Eventually, it went out the same window.
That's wild. I'd be terrified.
I was mostly just annoyed, but now I'm keeping all the windows closed.
Animal dreams. What do they dream about?
Ever wonder what animals dream about?
All the time. I bet my dog dreams about chasing squirrels.
Probably. My cat probably dreams about world domination.
Haha, or maybe just endless tuna.
True. It's fascinating to think about their inner lives.
Do you think they have nightmares?
Hope not. Maybe just dreams about the vacuum cleaner.
Poor things, hopefully, mostly happy dreams.
Animal-related phobias.
Are you afraid of any animals?
Spiders. Absolutely terrified of them. It's called arachnophobia.
I can understand that. Mine's birds. Ornithophobia, I think.
Birds? Really? Even little songbirds?
Especially them. It's the way they move. So erratic.
That's interesting. My sister's afraid of butterflies.
Wow, I've never heard of that one. There's a phobia for everything, I guess.
Yeah, it's strange what our brains latch onto. Animal rescue stories.
Have you ever heard any incredible animal rescue stories?
Oh, tons! There was that dog who pulled its owner from a burning house, right?
Amazing. I read about a dolphin that saved a swimmer from a shark once.
Wow, that's incredible. It's amazing how intuitive animals can be.
It really is. Makes you wonder what they're truly capable of.
I saw a story about a cat who alerted its owners to a gas leak.
They're so much smarter than people give them credit for.
Absolutely. These stories are always so heartwarming.
Animal sounds imitations.
Can you imitate any animal sounds? I can do a pretty good cat meow. Meow. Not bad. I can do a decent dog bark. Woof woof. Ha ha. Try a cow. Moo. Moo. Okay, that's not my best. How about a pig? Oink oink. This is actually quite fun. It is. Let's see. Can you do a seagull? Caw caw. I think I'm better at domestic animals.
Animals and their intuition.
Do you think animals are intuitive?
Definitely. My dog always knows when I'm feeling down.
Mine too. She'll come and cuddle with me.
It's like they can sense our emotions.
I think they can. It's amazing.
Have you heard stories of pets predicting earthquakes?
Yes, that's incredible. It's more than just instinct, I think.
I agree. There's something special about their connection to the world.
Local wildlife sightings.
Have you seen any interesting wildlife around here lately?
Actually, yes. I saw a family of deer in my backyard last week.
Oh wow. I usually just see squirrels and the occasional raccoon.
I think the deer are becoming more common in the suburbs.
That's both cool and a little worrying, I suppose.
Yeah, I hope they stay safe. Have you ever seen a fox?
Once, a long time ago, it was quite a sight.
They're beautiful creatures. I'd love to see one in person.
Pet birthday celebrations.
Do you celebrate your pet's birthday?
Absolutely. My dog gets a special cake and new toys.
That's so cute. I usually just give my cat extra treats.
Some people even throw full-blown parties.
I've seen those, with doggy birthday hats and everything.
It might seem silly, but it's a fun way to show them we care.
I agree. They bring so much joy to our lives.
Exactly. They deserve a little pampering. Pet grooming mishaps.
Ever had any pet grooming disasters?
Oh, you have no idea. I tried to trim my dog's nails once and accidentally cut him too short.
Ouch. I bet he wasn't happy. I tried to give my cat a bath once.
Let me guess, it ended with scratches?
More like a full-blown battle. I was soaked and bleeding.
I think I'll stick to professional groomers from now on.
Smart move. Some things are best left to the experts.
Definitely saves a lot of stress for both of us.
Pet-related travel fails.
Any travel fails involving your pet?
Once, I took my cat on a road trip and he threw up the entire way.
Oh no. That sounds awful. I tried to take my dog on a plane once.
And
He barked the whole time. I was so embarrassed.
traveling with pets can be so stressful.
Tell me about it. I think I'll stick to leaving them with a sitter.
Probably the best option for everyone's sanity.
Pets' strange sleeping habits.
Does your pet have any weird sleeping habits? My cat sleeps upside down on the couch. It's hilarious. That's funny. My dog likes to sleep with his head under the pillow. They're such odd creatures. Do they snore? Oh, yes. My dog snores louder than my dad. Mine too. It's like having a tiny lumberjack in the house. It's strangely endearing, though, isn't it? Definitely, it's part of their charm.
Animal-inspired fashion trends.
Have you noticed how many animal prints are trending right now?
Oh yeah, leopard print is everywhere. And I've even seen some zebra stripes making a comeback.
It's interesting how animals influence fashion. Remember when everyone was wearing feathers?
Oh god, yes, that was a bit much. But I do like a subtle animal-inspired accessory.
Me too. I have a scarf with a butterfly print that I love.
That sounds lovely. I think animal motifs can add a fun and playful touch to an outfit.
Agreed. But I draw the line at wearing real fur or anything that harms animals.
Absolutely, cruelty-free is the only way to go.
Animal sounds that always make you laugh.
There's something about the sound a pug makes when it snorts that always cracks me up.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's so ridiculous. What about the little chirping noise guinea pigs make?
That's a good one. It's so tiny and adorable. I also find it funny when cats make that PRRRRT sound when they're hunting?
The PRRRT, yes. It's like they're trying to be stealthy but failing miserably.
Exactly. What about animal sounds in general, even from animals you don't own?
I always laugh when I hear a donkey braying. It's just such a loud and unexpected sound.
Totally. And the way some birds mimic human speech is hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. They're such little comedians.
Animal superstitions around the world. I heard it's bad luck to see a black cat in some cultures, but good luck in others. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's fascinating how different cultures view animals. Like, in some places, owls are symbols of wisdom, and in others, they're omens of death.
I remember reading that in Japan, foxes are considered messengers of the gods.
That's interesting. I wonder where these superstitions even originate from.
Probably from ancient beliefs and observations about animal behavior.
Makes sense. Do you have any animal-related superstitions you believe in?
Not really, but I always feel a little uneasy when a crow stares at me for too long.
Haha, I get that. They can be a bit unnerving.
Animals that should be pets, but aren't.
If you could safely and ethically domesticate any wild animal to be a pet, what would you choose?
That's an interesting question. I think a fennec fox would be amazing. They're so small and fluffy.
Fennec foxes are adorable. I've always thought raccoons were cute, but I know they're mischievous.
Oh, definitely. They'd probably tear your house apart. What about something more unusual?
Maybe a sugar glider. They seem like they'd be fun to play with.
Sugar gliders are cool. I've also always been fascinated by capybaras. They seem so chill.
Capybaras are awesome. They're like giant friendly guinea pigs.
Exactly. I'd love to have one lounging around my pool.
Dream pet you'll probably never own.
If you could have any pet in the world, regardless of practicality or legality, what would it be?
Oh, that's a fun question. I think I'd want a red panda. They're so adorable.
Red pandas are amazing. I've always been fascinated by wolves. Having a domesticated wolf would be incredible.
Wow, a wolf. That would be a handful, but also very cool. What about something more mythical?
Like a dragon, that's tempting, but I think I'd stick with a wolf. What about you? Any other contenders?
Maybe a miniature elephant? I could take him everywhere.
A miniature elephant. That's adorable and hilarious.
I know, right? It's fun to dream.
Pets' reactions to the vacuum cleaner. My dog goes absolutely ballistic whenever I turn on the vacuum cleaner. Does yours do that?
Oh, definitely. He hides under the bed and refuses to come out until I'm finished.
It's so dramatic. I don't understand what they're so afraid of.
Probably the loud noise and the fact that it's this big, scary monster moving around the house.
That makes sense. I've tried to desensitize him to it, but nothing seems to work.
I've given up. I just vacuum when he's outside, or distracted with a treat.
Smart move. Maybe I should try that.
It saves a lot of stress for both of us.
The most annoying pet toy.
My dog has this squeaky toy that he's obsessed with. But the squeak is so high-pitched, it drives me crazy.
Oh, I know the feeling. My cat has a little bell ball that she bats around at 3 a.m.
That sounds awful. I swear, they do it on purpose sometimes.
I'm convinced they do. It's like they know exactly which toys will annoy us the most.
Have you tried hiding it?
I have, but she always finds it. She's like a toy-finding ninja.
Ha ha! I guess we just have to accept that some level of annoying noise is part of pet ownership.
Sadly, yes. The price we pay for their adorable companionship. The most overrated pet.
Okay, controversial question. What do you think is the most overrated pet? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say hamsters. They're cute, but they mostly just sleep and run on a wheel. That's a fair point. I'd say goldfish. They're pretty, but they don't really do anything. True. They're basically just decorative fish. What about dogs? Are there any breeds you think are overrated? Maybe French bulldogs? They're super popular, but they seem to have a lot of health problems. Yeah, that's a good point. Their cuteness comes at a cost. I think cats are perfect, obviously. Haha, of course you do. But I'll admit, they're pretty low maintenance. Exactly. The perfect pet, in my opinion.
The mystery of missing socks and other pet crimes.
Okay, be honest. Does your dog also have a sock fetish? Oh my god, you too? I swear half my socks disappear into the abyss and I find them later, chewed up in his bed. It's infuriating. I've tried everything. Hiding them, putting them in hampers, Nothing works. Maybe they're just lonely and need sock friends. Have you considered getting him a sock puppet? Haha, that's actually a good idea. But seriously, the other day he ate a whole corner of the rug. Wow, that's next level. Mine just steals my spot on the couch the second I get up. That's a classic move. They're such little criminals, aren't they? Absolutely. But we love them anyway, despite their sticky fingers.
The weirdest thing your pet eats?
You won't believe what my cat tried to eat yesterday. A rubber band.
Oh no, did she swallow it? Mine once tried to eat a houseplant. Luckily, I stopped him.
Thankfully, I caught her in time. But it got me thinking, what's the weirdest thing your pet has tried to eat?
Probably dirt. He loves digging in the garden and then trying to eat the clumps of dirt he unearths.
That's pretty strange. I guess they have their own unique tastes.
Definitely. I've heard some dogs are obsessed with eating rocks.
Rocks? That sounds incredibly dangerous.
It is. Owners have to be really careful.
Aquarium keeping.
I'm thinking of setting up a small aquarium. Any tips for a beginner?
Definitely. Start small with a hardy fish like a betta or some tetras.
What about the tank size? How big should I go?
At least a 5-gallon tank for a betta or a 10-gallon for a small school of tetras. Bigger is usually easier to maintain.
Okay, good to know. And what about filtration and heating?
Absolutely essential. You'll need a filter appropriate for the tank size and a heater to keep the water at a consistent temperature.
Sounds like more work than I thought, but I'm excited to learn.
It is, but it's very rewarding. Just do your research and start slow.
Birdwatching as a hobby.
Have you ever gotten into bird watching? I've been thinking about picking it up.
Actually, I have. It's surprisingly relaxing. What sparked your interest?
I saw a beautiful robin in my garden the other day, and it made me curious about other birds in my area.
That's a great start. You'll need a good pair of binoculars and maybe a field guide.
Any recommendations for binoculars? There are so many options.
I'd suggest something with at least 8x magnification. Check online reviews for birdwatching specific models.
Good tip. I will do that. Maybe we could go birdwatching together sometime?
I'd love that. Let me know when you're free.
Dealing with destructive pet behaviors. My puppy is constantly chewing on everything. I'm at my wit's end.
That's a common problem with puppies. Have you tried providing him with plenty of chew toys?
Yes, but he still prefers my furniture.
Have you tried bitter apple spray? It can deter them from chewing on things they shouldn't.
I've heard of that. I'll give it a try. Anything else I can do?
Make sure he's getting enough exercise and mental stimulation. A tired puppy is less likely to be destructive.
That's a good point. I'll try to increase his playtime.
Consistency is key. And if the problem persists, consider consulting with a professional dog trainer.
Farm animal sanctuaries.
Have you ever visited a farm animal sanctuary?
I have. It's a really moving experience. Seeing rescued animals living happy lives is amazing.
I've been wanting to go to one. What kind of animals did you see?
Pigs, cows, chickens, goats, sheep, all sorts of animals that were rescued from factory farms or neglectful situations.
That sounds incredible. Do they rely on donations to operate?
Yes, most of them do. They often offer tours and volunteer opportunities too.
I'll definitely look into volunteering. It would be a great way to give back.
Keeping pets safe during holidays.
I always worry about my pets during the holidays. There are so many potential hazards.
Me too, especially around Christmas with the tree and decorations.
I'm always afraid my cat will try to eat the tinsel.
Tinsel is definitely a no-go. And be careful with holiday plants like poinsettias, as they're toxic to pets.
Good point. What about holiday foods? I know chocolate is dangerous for dogs.
Absolutely. Keep all holiday treats out of reach. And be mindful of guests offering your pets food without your permission.
That's a great reminder. It's hard to keep an eye on everything when you have guests over.
The allure of reptiles as pets.
I'm considering getting a reptile as a pet. What's your take on them?
They can be fascinating, but they're definitely not for everyone. They require very specific care.
Like what kind of care?
Specific temperature and humidity levels, specialized lighting, and a proper diet. It can be quite involved.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. What are some of the easier reptiles to care for?
Leopard geckos are generally considered good beginner reptiles. They're relatively docile and don't require as much space as some others.
I'll look into that. Thanks for the advice.
The challenges of owning a senior pet. My dog is getting older, and I'm noticing some changes. It's tough,
I understand. Senior pets require extra care and attention. What kind of changes are you seeing?
He's slowing down, sleeps more, and seems to have some joint pain.
Have you talked to your vet about pain management options? There are things that can help.
Yes, we're exploring different medications. It's just hard seeing him struggle.
It is. Just remember to be patient and provide him with lots of love and comfort.
Thanks. That's what I'm trying to do. I just want him to be comfortable and happy. The ethics of pet breeding.
What are your thoughts on pet breeding? I've been reading a lot about it lately.
It's a complex issue. On one hand, responsible breeders can help preserve specific breeds.
But on the other, there's the problem of puppy mills and irresponsible breeding practices.
Exactly. And the overpopulation of pets in shelters is a major concern.
So would you ever consider buying a pet from a breeder?
I'd only consider it if I could verify they're a reputable breeder with ethical practices. Otherwise, I'd prefer to adopt.
That makes sense. It's important to do your research.
The importance of microchipping.
I've been meaning to get my cat microchipped. Is it really that important?
Absolutely. It's the best way to ensure your pet is returned to you if they get lost.
I keep her indoors, but you never know.
Exactly. Even indoor pets can escape. A microchip significantly increases the chances of a reunion.
How does it work, exactly?
It's a tiny chip inserted under the skin with a unique identification number that's linked to your contact information in a database.
Okay, that sounds pretty straightforward. I'll book an appointment with the vet.
Great! It's a small investment that can make a huge difference.
The role of service animals. I saw a service dog at the grocery store the other day. They're so well trained.
They are amazing. It's incredible how much they can assist people with disabilities.
What kinds of tasks do they typically perform?
It depends on the individual's needs. They can guide the visually impaired, alert to seizures, provide emotional support, and much more.
It's important to respect their space and not distract them, right?
Absolutely. They're working animals, and any distraction can jeopardize their ability to help their handler.
I can't imagine how much training goes into making them so effective.
Animal rescue organizations.
I'm thinking about volunteering at a local animal rescue organization. Have you ever done that?
I haven't, but I've heard it's incredibly rewarding. What kind of organization are you looking at?
There's one that focuses specifically on rescuing senior dogs. I think I'd really enjoy helping them.
That's wonderful. Senior dogs often have a harder time getting adopted.
Exactly. And they deserve to spend their golden years in a loving home. It's just heartbreaking to think of them alone.
You'd be making a huge difference. Even just providing companionship and a comfortable place to stay is invaluable.
That's what I'm hoping for, to give them some comfort and love in their final chapter.
Go for it. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you can offer.
Pet first aid knowledge.
I was reading about pet first aid the other day. It's more involved than I thought. Oh, really? I've never looked into it. What kind of things did you learn? Well, knowing how to stop bleeding, what to do if they're choking, and recognizing signs of heat stroke are crucial. Heat stroke, definitely. I worry about that in the summer. Do you know how to check their temperature? Rectally, unfortunately. But there are now ear thermometers for pets, though they can be less accurate, and knowing their normal vitals is key. Good point. I should probably research a local pet first aid course. It sounds really useful. Definitely worth it. Peace of mind is priceless when it comes to our furry friends.
Pet-friendly activities in the city.
I'm always looking for pet-friendly activities to do with my dog in the city. Any recommendations?
There's a great dog-friendly brewery downtown with a huge outdoor patio. They even have dog treats.
Oh, that sounds perfect. We're always looking for new places to socialize.
Also, there's a hiking trail just outside the city that's leash optional. My dog loves it there.
Leash optional is fantastic. He's pretty good off-leash, so that would be great exercise for him.
Just be mindful of other hikers and dogs. And always bring poop bags, of course.
Definitely. Thanks for the tips. I'll check those out this weekend.
No problem. Enjoy.
Pets and personal space.
My cat has absolutely no concept of personal space. She's always right on top of me.
Haha, I know the feeling. My dog thinks my lap is his personal throne.
It's cute sometimes, but when I'm trying to work, it's a bit distracting.
Have you tried giving her a designated spot near you, like a comfy bed or a cat tree?
I have a cat tree, but she prefers my keyboard. Maybe I need a more attractive alternative.
Perhaps try a heated bed. They love those. Or even a cardboard box. Cats are weird.
A heated bed is a good idea. I'll give that a try. Thanks.
No problem. Good luck reclaiming your personal space.
The appeal of low-maintenance pets.
I'm considering getting a pet, but I don't have a lot of time for walks and constant attention. I'm thinking maybe a low-maintenance pet is best.
That makes sense. Have you thought about a cat? They're pretty independent.
Cats are an option, but I'm also considering something even lower maintenance, like a fish or a reptile.
Reptiles can be interesting, but they often have specific temperature and humidity requirements.
True. I've been doing some research. A betta fish might be a good fit. They're beautiful and relatively easy to care for.
Just make sure you get a decent-sized tank and filter, and research their specific needs.
Will do. Thanks for the advice. It's good to get different perspectives.
The challenges of owning a high-energy dog.
I love my dog, but sometimes I feel like I can't keep up with his energy levels. He's a whirlwind.
I can imagine. What breed is he?
He's a border collie mix. Smart as a whip, but needs constant stimulation.
Have you tried agility training or other dog sports?
We do agility training once a week, and it helps, but it's not enough. He still has energy to burn.
Maybe try puzzle toys or scent work. Those can be mentally exhausting for them.
That's a good idea. I'll look into some puzzle toys. Thanks for the suggestion.
Good luck. A tired dog is a happy dog, or so they say.
The ethical considerations of keeping animals in captivity.
I was watching a documentary about marine parks, and it made me think about the ethics of keeping animals in captivity.
It's a complex issue. On one hand, zoos and aquariums can play a role in conservation and education.
But on the other hand, are we depriving these animals of their natural lives for our entertainment?
That's the key question. Are the benefits of conservation and education outweighing the costs to the animal's well-being?
And even if the facilities are well maintained, is it truly possible to replicate their natural environment?
Probably not perfectly, but some argue that it's better than extinction, especially for endangered species.
It's a difficult balance to strike. I think we need to be more mindful of the impact we have on these animals.
Agreed. Supporting organizations that prioritize animal welfare and conservation is crucial.
The impact of pet ownership on children.
Thinking about getting a dog for the kids, do you think it's a good idea? I think it can be great for kids. It teaches them responsibility and empathy. That's what we're hoping for. But I'm also worried about the extra work involved. It definitely adds to the workload, but it's worth it. Just make sure the kids are involved in the care, age appropriately, like feeding and walking the dog. Exactly. Even just helping to fill the water bowl or brush the dog can make a difference. And always supervise interactions between young children and pets. Good point. Safety first. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. I think you'll find it's a wonderful experience for the whole family.
The importance of regular vet checkups.
I sometimes skip my cat's annual vet checkup. He seems perfectly healthy, so I figure it's not necessary.
I used to think that way too, but regular checkups can catch problems early before they become serious.
Like what kind of problems?
Dental issues, kidney disease, even early signs of cancer. Cats are masters at hiding pain.
That's true. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Plus, they can get their vaccinations updated and get preventative treatments for fleas and ticks.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll schedule an appointment for him this week.
Great. It's an investment in his long-term health.
The social life of pets.
My dog seems to have a whole secret social life at the dog park. He has his crew he always hangs out with.
That's funny. Mine just sniffs around and occasionally barks at squirrels. Does he have a best friend?
Yeah, there's this golden retriever he's always playing fetch with. They seem inseparable.
Do they ever have disagreements? I've seen dogs get into little tiffs over toys.
Occasionally, but they usually sort it out quickly. A little growl, and then back to playing.
It's interesting how they establish social hierarchies, even amongst different breeds.
Absolutely. It's like watching a little society unfold right before your eyes.
Maybe we should start observing more closely. We could learn a thing or two.
Animal-inspired home decor.
My entire apartment is basically decorated in a, quote, cat lady chic theme.
Haha, I love it. I have a few dog-themed paintings and cushions. Subtle, but there.
I've got cat-shaped everything. Mugs, pillows, even a cat-shaped lamp.
That sounds amazing. I need to up my animal decor game. Maybe a pug-shaped teapot?
Definitely. Or a whole wall of framed pet portraits.
Oh, that's a great idea. A gallery wall dedicated to my furry overlords.
Exactly. Embrace the animal obsession.
Consider it done. My apartment is about to get a whole lot more doggy.
Animal lookalikes.
My hamster looks exactly like a tiny furry potato. Haha, I've seen some like that. My friend's pug looks like Danny DeVito. Oh my god, that's amazing. I need to see a picture. I'll send you one. It's uncanny. He even has the same grumpy expression. Some animals just have that human face, you know? Totally. It's what makes them so endearing. I once saw a cat that looked like Ron Perlman. Okay, that's another one I need to see. The internet is a goldmine for animal lookalikes.
Animal misunderstandings.
I swear my dog thinks walk means torture. He hides every time I grab the leash.
Really? Mine goes ballistic with excitement. Maybe he had a bad experience on a walk?
Possibly. Or maybe he's just lazy. He's a pretty pampered pooch.
Haha, I know the type. My cat thinks my lap is public property, regardless of what I'm doing.
Oh, the classic cat move. They're so entitled.
They are. It's like they think we exist solely for their comfort.
Exactly. And we mostly let them get away with it.
Guilty. They're too cute to resist.
Animal-related travel nightmares.
I tried to take my cat on a road trip once. Never again. Non-stop meowing and vomiting.
Oh, that sounds awful. I can't even imagine. My friend's dog ate her passport on the way to the airport.
Seriously? That's a whole new level of travel chaos.
Yep, they had to cancel their trip. Paper is apparently delicious to some dogs.
I guess you learn something new every day. I'm sticking to staycations with my furry friend.
Smart move. Travel with pets can be a real gamble, especially air travel.
I've heard horror stories about pets getting lost or injured on planes.
Exactly. It's just not worth the risk, in my opinion.
Animals as alarm clocks. My cat is the world's most persistent alarm clock. 5 a.m. every day.
I know the feeling. My dog starts whining if I'm not up by 6:30. No sleeping in on weekends.
It's like they have an internal clock. And it's always earlier than ours.
Definitely. And they're not afraid to use their claws/paws/voice to enforce it.
Mine will literally sit on my face until I get up. It's suffocating but effective.
Oh my gosh. Mine just gives me the sad puppy eyes. Guilt is a powerful motivator.
True. They've mastered the art of emotional manipulation.
And we fall for it every time.
Animals as matchmakers.
I met my partner at the dog park. Our dogs started playing together, and we hit it off.
That's so cute. My friend met her husband while volunteering at an animal shelter.
Aw, that's a great story. Animals really do bring people together.
They do. Shared love for animals is a great foundation for a relationship.
Definitely. You know you found someone good if they're kind to animals.
Absolutely. It's a major green flag. I'd be wary of anyone who didn't like animals.
Me too. Animals are the best judges of character.
They really are. They can sense good vibes. Animals with human-like habits.
My dog sighs dramatically when he doesn't get what he wants. It's so human.
That's hilarious. My cat watches TV with me, specifically nature documentaries.
No way, that's incredible. Mine just sleeps through everything.
She's a sophisticated feline. She even seems to judge the animals on screen.
I swear they understand more than we think they do.
Definitely. It's like they're little people trapped in animal bodies.
My friend's parrot whistles along to the radio. It's uncanny.
Wow, that's a talented bird. They're all evolving.
Pet-related embarrassing moments.
My dog once ate an entire birthday cake at a party. It was mortifying.
Oh no, that's definitely embarrassing. Mine decided to redecorate a friend's garden with my shoes.
Oh wow, that's next level. Did they find them all?
Eventually, yes, covered in mud and slightly chewed. Apologies were profuse.
I can imagine. Pets have no sense of social decorum.
None whatsoever. They live in their own little chaotic world.
And we love them for it, even when they're destroying our reputation.
Exactly. The price of unconditional love.
Sudden pet quirks.
My cat suddenly started sleeping in the bathtub. It's so weird.
That is odd. Did anything change in your house recently?
Not that I can think of. Maybe it's cooler in there?
Could be. Or maybe there's a draft he likes. Animals are so mysterious sometimes.
Totally. It's like he's discovered a whole new world in the bathroom.
My dog started barking at the ceiling fan last week. I have no idea why.
Haha. Maybe he sees something we don't.
I hope it's not ghosts. But yeah, pets are weird.
The most spoiled pet you know?
My neighbor's dog has a wardrobe bigger than mine. Seriously.
That's intense. My aunt's cat only drinks filtered water and eats gourmet salmon.
Wow, that's a pampered kitty. Does it have a personal chef too?
I wouldn't be surprised. It certainly acts like it does. It refuses to eat anything else.
Some people really go all out. I saw a dog wearing a diamond collar the other day.
Goodness, the things people spend money on. My dog is happy with a squeaky toy.
Mine too. Simple pleasures are the best.
Exactly. Unconditional love doesn't require diamond collars.